Okay, we're live now. Wow. I'm so
Great.
sorry, chat. I'm so sorry, chat. My condolences for their time. 24 minutes late isn't. Okay, it's pretty bad. Drop a smile in the chat if you can hear, chat. What's up?
All good here. Just a minute.
Yeah, no worries. I'll talk to them.
Okay.
Good morning to all. Good noon. Where's everybody watching from? Turtle Island. Someone's at in the Philippines. They're calling him Gaza boy. Elliot saying, if you're still in the chat, hello. Been loving the videos. Been loving the you texted me back and I forgot to text you back. So we'll do that.
Is my, is my camera on now? Can you see
Yes.
me?
Looks great. I
Thank
will
you.
adjust it. Chat, can you see Ahmed?
Okay, I can see you a better now.
You look so intellectual now. Wow.
I can remove it. It's fine. I want to try to see the chat this time, so I'm trying to turn on my laptop again to try and to do that. So,
And
but hi everyone.
you're on your laptop now.
Now I am on my mobile phone, which is already heated up. I don't know, like I couldn't fix the problem. But yeah, I can. We were. We will work with it until it dies, or I don't know.
Yeah, we'll make it work. So how
Yeah, but I hate the sound.
Go ahead.
Can you hear the Zanana? It is so fucking loud. Can you hear it? Like it wasn't like this like 30 minutes ago. I think when I started the call with you, it started to like roam the airs.
What is the
You can't
sound?
hear
I don't
it?
think I can hear it.
Okay. So okay, let me get closer a little bit to the window.
Is it
Maybe you can hear
quadcop
it.
a drone?
Yeah. No, this is like the surveillance plane, like the
Oh,
one that takes pictures and videos of the area.
yeah.
Can you hear it now? Or it's still like the speaker of my phone is sucks.
I think they are saying they can't hear it and I can't, but I believe you. And is it
Okay.
like distracting you a little bit?
Yeah, it gives me headaches to be honest, and I have been anxious all day, as I told you before. Like my mom woke up today with half of her eye red, like there's something like blood stains or something, and we don't know what is that. So yeah, I'm just worried, and I have been helping her all day long, and I couldn't finish editing the poems that I was supposed to recite on the live, but I can recite the half of the poems that I finished, like half of each poem that I finished editing.
Yeah, you can if you want. If you want to save it for when it's done, you can do that too. But if you want to do it, you are
No,
more
I don't
than
mind sharing my work before it is done. It is finished. I always do that with my friends, so it's fine.
help
And I promise
workshop
the
it.
people to do so.
Is poetry ever like collaborative in that way? Like when you share it with people and they give you feedback, does it often change the direction in a significant
Yeah,
way?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it does. But especially since I am self-taught in English, Like when I ask native speakers of the language, like they can give me some decent tips, like I can use them, because sometimes like I know that I want this phrase to look like this. I know the sentences and like the verbs to it, but sometimes I don't use the, I think, the right tense to it. So it helps like with smoothing and making it like it looks a little bit sharper. But yeah, eventually it will be my words, like the thing, my thoughts, but maybe are not the exact tenses. I used to suck in high school and even in primary school when regard to English. Like I never imagined one day I will be talking in English. Like never ever.
Yeah, you made it. That's it's nice to have, yeah,
I guess
people
so.
clean it up. I rarely do that with scripts, but when I've done it in the past, it's helped so much. Um, just having like a different set of ears on it, just a fresh
But
face.
so you changed the thoughts themselves, or the lines, or like,
Yes. Hold
or
on a
just
sec. I think our stream died. One sec. Sorry about that.
no?
Face.
Okay.
Okay, it didn't die.
So I am not.
Um, yeah. So yeah, that happens a lot where whenever I need to do it more because I think whenever I do it, it's always very helpful. But um, it's just where I'll give someone, a version of the script or like a version of the video, and then sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, this part didn't make that much sense." If people are honest, because sometimes it's hard to get people to like be honest about, or not honest, but like critical. If people are just like, "Oh, I like the video," and it's like, thanks, but like I need you to tell me why it's also why you don't like it. If theoretically you didn't like it, please explain why so I can make it perfect. It's helpful, but there's been
Yeah.
times where I've had people like give me feedback and I've just cut sections that would have been really um like would have made the video a lot worse, or like times where I haven't sent a video to people and then after the fact they'll be like, "Hey, why did you put this part in?" Cuz people are going to get really mad about that, and then they end up getting really mad about it, and I'm like, "Damn it, I should have showed somebody."
Yeah. But honestly, like you don't share your creativity or like your art with anyone. Like there must be specific or like close people to you that if you share such things with them, you know. And I only do that with my best friends, the like the ones that I trust with my art, and I trust that they will give me an honest feedback. But of course, they understand that it's either like it's up to me at the end of the day, like to take their advice or like leave it, you know, because it is my work, like the things that I want to do.
Yeah, totally. Have you been um writing a lot? Like how often during the
To be
day?
honest, yes, yes, but like I write, but all of my work need edits before like releasing it. In terms of punctuation specifically, because like I don't know how to use them. Like I know how to use a full stop and a comma, a simple dash, but not like deeply. So I always use AI for this. Like I give them, I put in my script into AI, and I just tell it to like add punctuations to it. So this is this is why sometimes like when you see the text of my poetry, it feels like they are a little bit neat, like someone with experience wrote them, but the punctuations is not my work.
Yeah, with stuff like that, I feel like AI, cuz I don't really use it, but the things I do use it for is stuff like that where it's like it's not you asking it to write a poem, because the poems it writes are horrific. I don't know if you've ever asked it just to see what like Chat GPT says when you say write a poem about my emotions, or here's my situation, write a poem about it. It's like whatever it spits out is going to be awful, but with stuff like that, that's like, I don't know, more logistical, or I don't know what the word is, where it's like for me it's like a list of sources. I'm like, make this numbered and make it, the citations in whatever format, please. I always say please, and I don't need to, but I think that's probably good for your karma. But then, um, they spit it out, and
It
that's
actually costs
helpful.
more money when you do
That's true.
it. Yeah, but I did ask it once to like write me a poem about the same topic that I was writing about. Are you frozen or am I am still on?
You are still, yeah, looks good. Am I frozen? Can you hear me?
Okay. You are frozen to me, but it's fine as long
Oh,
as you can hear me and it's fine on the stream.
okay.
Yeah, okay, it's unfrozen now.
Okay, cool. I just reset it. Blah. Sweet.
Uh, so yeah, I did try it once, and it's not perfect, and but it is beautiful, but it's not perfect. But also, it sounds like really robotic if you understand this. Like as you said, like it is all about citations not that when you ask to add citation, but it is all about citations because like AI works like when you are researching something. So it goes and it went to and look over the subject that you ask about and looks over the paper and research and everything and then come up with this and with like adding so much what is the word like I can't remember what is the word for this, but like the fancy stuff, like the fancy talks and the fancy words in it, like you can feel like this is not a person who wrote this.
Like
So I
like
didn't like it, and even like it doesn't sound like me. Like people can tell if I did that, like if I was a fraud and asked AI to like do poetry for me, it doesn't sound like me at all. So I stick to my writings, and I don't like changing it. So yeah, I just sometimes find it hard to find some words. So sometimes I write them in the middle of the line in Arabic, and then I start looking for meaning in English. And I can use a word that I am familiar with, but if I didn't find any word that I'm not familiar with, I start learning new words and then add it to the position of the poem. So yeah, it's a process, but I like it to be honest. Like I learned so much since I started writing.
what do you usually use? Do you use AI usually to translate for translations and stuff? Do you like send stuff to people that translate for you and for anything? Any specific like words or whatever?
Well, I use it for news. Sometimes when people ask me about what is happening in Gaza and it's so long, I find a source of in Arabic and I ask AI to translate it and just send it to them. Yeah, but sometimes, but I don't use it like for day-to-day conversations with people. Like you don't have an AI that is that fast to like go to the chat and then translate and then come back. It's so hectic.
When I was in when I was traveling, I remember the experience of seeing someone talking to somebody else using the phone where they say something and then it translates it and then it plays it. And I remember thinking, like, on the one hand, that's like probably a helpful tool to have for people, but on the other hand it just felt weird. It felt very eerie almost. Um Even though it's like, yeah, they can communicate now, but it's like now it's not just us talking. We're hanging out with my phone together. We're all having a conversation. Feels a little weird, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a weird question. So, are you an extrovert or introvert?
I'm like more introverted, but I like being at
You
home.
sound
You don't believe me?
okay, but you sound like more of an extrovert, to be honest. Because, like, for me as introvert, like back in the past when I started learning English, I used to be eager to like make connections with people who are fluent in English so they can help me with my language. But you know how people can be, so I couldn't find anyone. And when I found AI, not just AI, like I started with Google Translation. It was really stupid to be honest. but I used to do Google Translation. It was really primary and stupid, and it breaks the words and stuff like this. But I started learning using Google Translation, and then when the AI started to get into the scenes, I started using AI. And this, to be honest, it's fun to have a conversation with someone who won't get tired of you, you know? Like asking multiple tasks, asking them if I am wrong or like if I sound right about something. So yeah, I think it's really amazing. I know like AI has some bad qualities, like some people say, and it might take over the world someday, as the what happened in I Robot, I think, by Will Smith. Did you watch the film? It's a
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
vintage one.
iRobot, yeah.
I think it was 2004 or something. It was released. I think they are going to have a second part of it to be in next year or something. So yeah, I believe that AI might take over the world, but if we are, I believe in if we are nice to them, if we are like talk to them like if they are not just a tool, maybe it will help. You know, like you said that you say please to AI, so
That's what I'm
you
hoping.
already
Like I
acting like if
like
they're a real person.
if I'm ever asking my phone about the weather or like like something tells me that I got a delivery, I say thank you and I say please, and so I'll say something nice. And I think that is a little insurance for like when they put it into the robots and then they start running people down and grabbing them like an iRobot. They'll look at me and say, "Hey, I remember what you said." And hopefully they won't strangle me or whatever, but they probably will because they're, you know. Have you seen The Matrix? That's like my favorite iteration of like the robots taking over because it's like super freaky looking. But
I did see it,
yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. But yeah, like I don't think they
but
would care if I was saying please and thank you.
but it's a little bit dark, and the machines weren't that pretty. You know, like they were evil and have these guns and everything. Like, why did
Tentacles.
they make the rewards like this?
Yeah. Yeah, and the iRobot robots are
Yeah, but
like
I
they're a
do
little
like
scary looking, but they're kind of like they look more like people, you know, a little bit.
they were like octopus, like if I remember right. Have you watched the Matrix Resurrection?
Is
I
that
think it was
the
released in
newest one from a couple of years ago?
yeah,
I
yeah.
did watch it. Yeah. Um, have you seen it?
Have you been disappointed or not?
I don't know. Like my thing is because I know a lot of people were, and in comparison with the first three, it's not even close. Like, but I also don't think it's a bad movie, and I think a lot of people really didn't like it, and to me it was like I don't know. Sometimes I just watch a movie and I'm like, I don't think that was like that good, but I really liked it, and that was my feeling with the new Matrix because it's also like I don't know, it's a Matrix movie, and the Matrix movies are just sick, even if it's a little derivative, you know. What did you think?
Well, I liked it, but I didn't like the idea of. I might sound cruel when I say this, but like the idea of what was his name? The main actor, like the main character.
Neo
What was his name?
or
Neo. I was gonna say Noah for some reason. Okay,
close,
Neo
honestly.
and Trinity. I remember the girl's name, Trinity, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like the idea of them having this chemistry that evolves into a power that gives the universe, whatever something that it was inside the matrix, a meaning. And whenever they are close to each other, they keep the dynamics working and the machine working. It's like I didn't like the idea of them inserting this into as the source of the whole matrix, you know. So if they use something else, maybe yes. Maybe if they talked only about love, like they can't forget each other and they will always find their way back to each other. But like the whole thing about like they are the reason everything is working. Come on.
Oh, was that I don't remember. So that was the like their relationship is what kept the like the closer they got, the more efficient the Matrix got. I don't even remember that part.
actually, I think that was the whole idea. Like Neo keeps fighting for her, and Neo keeps like powering the whatever the plant of the whole machines or something.
Yeah, that sucks. Because
Yeah,
it's like just
you can ask the chat. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe I didn't understand Right about it.
Yeah, because it's like the whole, yeah, it just undercuts the part about human relationships being important if the function of their relationship is to sustain the horrible evil thing that like destroyed the earth.
Yeah, maybe, but I thought it's like exaggerated somehow.
Yeah.
How many people are watching, by the way? Like, I can't even tell.
Let's check. It was 250 earlier, and now it's. How do I check this? I should know how to use YouTube. I just literally don't know how to use it. 300. Not bad. Oh, I forgot.
Okay.
I put the fundraiser on the bottom right-hand corner. It's at 291. I'm going to refresh it now and see what it's gone to.
Oh, okay.
730. Nice. Thanks, chat. That's really good.
So I think I should talk about this fundraiser. I don't think I mentioned why I am fundraising for my friends or why I started the project Sarsor.
Yeah, yeah. Go for it.
Did you do the Shaft campaign or not?
I read part of it. Um
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of time this morning,
it's
but yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I will appreciate honestly. Okay, so thank you for everyone who donated. But so this money is going to my friends. Like 3 months ago, I thought maybe I can start something that is called Project Source to fundraise for such causes. Like I know that I was advocating for my aunties, my sisters, my family, and everyone, but I believe like there's some like fewer goals, like small goals that we can achieve and help some families with it. And this is why I started this project now because like 5 days ago, my friends who were with us in Sudan reached out to me and said that they are running out of resources and everything, and now they are being threatened to get evacuated. As you know, Gaza City is being threatened by Netanyahu and IDF soldiers to be. I don't want to say like evacuate, like occupied, because like they want to wipe it out. It's threatened to be wiped out from the face of the earth, as the same thing that happened to Rafah, Jabali camp, and 90% of Khan Yunis. So my friends living in Gaza, and they might get evacuated at any moment, and they are running out of resources. And they were with us in Sudan, and they also left everything precious to them in Sudan. Like they used to have a business, like two brothers, Hussein and Hosni. They are civil engineers, and they used to have their own company, their own business, same as my brother Bilal. And their third brother Hassan, he's married and he's a doctor. He used to know my brother and my sisters in Sudan as well. They are all doctors. So, and he has a girl, and now he's volunteering sometimes in the Shifa Hospital and sometimes in Al Ma'amadani, the baptism hospital, the one for Christians. So yeah, they are in a very um, bad position, and to be honest, like I promised them that I will help them, but when I started helping them out the last time, some people started attacking me because like I talked about the frauds and the people who do scams and stuff like this, and people didn't like that, to be honest. And I got depressed after it. So yeah, I'm glad that I am doing this now again, and I will be like adding more causes to this, like more goals. Whenever I finish one, I will start with another. Are some families who needs help as well, and I think I have the power with the help of Noah and other influencers to help them now. So thank you, Noah, for giving us a platform and for helping and supporting my friends.
Of course. Yeah, happy to have you on. Um I think it's really good what you're doing. And I mean, we shared a frustration talking about like your desire to make art and to fund projects that were you in any other situation you'd be able to do, but instead of being able to do that, you have to like fundraise to keep people alive, and that's You know, it's a very tragic thing, but I think what you're doing is really good. And um, I wanted to ask about like logistically, what is that process like when because there's a lot of fundraisers that have gone on. Um, for the chuffed ones and the GoFundMe's individually, how does it work to like, I guess, transfer the funds and then um, end up using that to like pay for food and things like that? Because yeah, I haven't really seen
Okay.
that many people talk about that.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. So a lot of okay. I think a lot of families here in Gaza, they have other relatives outside Gaza, like other family members and like the big families and stuff, and they can wire the money through bank accounts and also through PayPal. Like there's, I think some companies here use PayPal. They call them like transfer companies. They are the ones who are making the higher percentage. To be honest, like uh, a month ago, the percentage of transferring the money into Gaza, it was like 50%. So if someone's ought to send me like, let's say 10K, they will take 5K from it and they will give me only 5K. And this 5K, it will be only transferred to my bank account. And and sometimes, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. And yeah, the 50% if we want it cash, but it's like 30% if it is in your bank account. But yeah, and a lot of people have Palestinian bank account. Like there's Bank Palestine Bank. It works in Gaza and also in the West Bank, and they have what is called IBAN, international bank number. I think the national bank account number, something like this. So it's an international and global thing. So you can wire and transfer money from any bank around the world to this bank. But there's a limit on each transfer. It shouldn't go up than 10K, and sometimes they even question when you have a lot of transfers in. So most of the people who can transfer a lot of money in are those the ones who already have contact with the bank directly, and they have like businesses and stuff, like those transfer companies who like suddenly in the middle of the war start like taking this percentage because like they are reliable and trustworthy to the Palestinian bank, but they are not to the people because like they are scheming them and taking money and taking their money and stealing from them. So yeah, but this is like the way. And for me personally, I only sent recently. I don't know if I talked about this, but like the money that I raised for my campaign, like the GoFundMe, it was only for my evacuation, me and my family members, and to start a life in Egypt. But recently, when the life got really hard here and the prices were skyrocketing, I did send like 5K to my brother in Egypt, and he, with the help of his friend, he transferred it to us here in Gaza. So these things are work based on connection. So if you are a friend with like a transfer company, like the owner of the transfer company, he can like lower this percentage to like, let's say 30%, like 20%, something like this. Depends on how close you are to them. And my sister, like she's a doctor, her husband, like he has a friend in Egypt and he has business here in Gaza, so he transferred us the money with only 10% on it, like the transfer fees. So I think I was really lucky to have this, but most families are not as lucky as I am. And I think I will try to send this money the same way I did send mine to my friends in Gaza. They have something that is called a wallet. Like it is only based here in Gaza. It works also with PayPal and the bank accounts. So I can, when I transfer the money from the friends of my brother-in-law, I can transfer this to their wallet and they will use it. But they will be facing after that the percentage of like taking the money out like in cash. So then they will also pay another percentage, but it depends on who is the one who's going to handle this transfer for them, or like withdrawal.
That feels fucking insane that that much is being taken out and that knowing where the money is, it's just directly being removed from food from people's mouths. Like that feels pure evil. I don't know. That's That should make anyone angry,
It
right?
is. It is. More, most of the people are frustrated about this, but like they can't do anything about it. So I don't know. I was gonna say something and I forgot.
Oh no, you're good. Um, yeah, like I can't even imagine the because already when I see the companies that take percentages of fundraisers like externally, I think GoFundMe, I don't know what I think they just take donations or it's like a small fee for um
They take 1.5%, I think, from the total donations.
yeah, like that's like in comparison that's nothing, right? Like that's a good thing even though it's probably still more than what they need to continue operating. Like I know they're I don't think GoFundMe is a non-profit, but I mean
It's not. It's not.
that's just insane. You were saying
It's
the
not. And
oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I was just you were saying the prices have gone down a little bit recently. Is it still coming down or is it leveled off or what's the situation?
Okay. I was gonna say that GoFundMe is owned by someone who is pro Zio, so people have been trying to get away from them. But I started my campaign on the platform a long time ago, and I don't know if I transferred it. Maybe like a lot of people say that when you do that, people that they will um, accuse you of being a fraud and stuff like that. So this is why I kept it. And about the prices, yes, it started to go down like rapidly, and it is still going down. But there's a fluctuations because like whenever there's like improvement within the with the deals, it goes down. And when there's like a hiccup, it goes up because like they know that the borders will be closed. So it's also depends on the traders here in Gaza because like they are in control of everything, same as the transfer companies who are operating here, which are operating here in Gaza as well. But yeah, recently I think the 1 kilogram of flour it reached almost $80, then it dropped to 35, and now 35, and we did buy like I think 13 or like 12 kgs with 30 with the price of 35. Now it is 20 shekels, and this is like I think $5 or $6. So yeah, it is going down, but it's still expensive. Like 1 kg of flour used to worth only like 25 cents. So it's still the inflation is big.
25 cents it was and now that same is $5, you said?
Yeah, but it reached to like $80, and sometimes
Yeah.
it did reach to more like 150, like in the north when the Ferris famine started there. And the friends that I am raising funds for them, they did eat the animal food that people were like taking pictures of it and circulating the social media because like they had no flour back then.
Oh my, yeah, I remember those photos. That's insane, man.
Yeah, it feels so real to me because like I lived with these people. Like I know these people personally. They were with us in Sudan. Like I know them. I grew up with them. We played soccer with each other, and I know them before they get married and when they went to school and get their degrees. And like the idea of us getting here together, and then we get in the middle area because like my home is in the Rebella and there's in Gaza, and then this starts like I don't know. It doesn't feel right and it doesn't feel fair, but this is our destiny and their destiny. So I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest, but I'm just trying to help, I guess, and I feel guilty about it because like I didn't do it sooner.
I mean, yeah, it's all you can really do. I think everybody feels so much guilt about seeing this happen and not knowing what to do and not knowing like I don't know, like for a long time it's hard to know how to act and like before it's established, you know, the process of being able to fundraise for people and being able to actually get people resources and help them. It's like, especially when the violence and the restrictions have peaked to the point, like what was it, March 18th to the 2 months after March, when Israel like broke the ceasefire, is when they fully closed the borders, or maybe a little bit after that. But
Yeah.
like seeing the results of that, I don't know, it's just insane. It's just insane, and like being able to react to that, like with your family when you're talking, how much do you talk about those aspects of like what's happening outside of day-to-day life, like either politically or I don't know, I know you write about it in your poetry obviously, but day-to-day life with people around you, outside of the
This is no, it's okay. This is the first time that you asked a similar question like this about this topic. I don't think we ever discussed this like even on our private chats, but um, I don't know how from where I should start about this. This caught me off guard. Um, well, I believe before the war started, like people within smaller communities, like in my neighborhood, let's say the community within my neighborhood, uh, we are all relatives. Like even the people around us, they all have the same last name, the same short name. Like they all have the last name Sarsour. Like even the houses behind me and here next to me and next to me and in front of me, like we are surrounded by our relatives. Like my great grandfather used to be brothers with their great grandfather. So we are all family here, and people used to help each other like a lot. And even I, like I have my auntie living next door, like my auntie, like direct aunt, like she's the sister of my father. She lives next to us, and they used to help us a lot before the war, and we used to help them as well. But when the war started, people started. I don't know what is. I don't want to say like acting, say that they acted selfish because like it's not fair to say this word, but everyone has its own resources back then. And when the war started, most of the families has like few resources, and they were afraid, I guess, of running out of these resources, so they didn't share with most of the friends and relatives or like even family members. I don't know, and the situation was so cruel and so grave that the people started attacking each other for even such resources. Like I don't know, it's not it is not hidden. Like you have seen the recent events when people started looting the trucks and the flour and the aid coming in, and even the airdrops, which is basically death drops. Like 3 days ago, an airdrop dropped on a person, like I think he's a nurse, and instead of people saving this individual, they they were looting the aid. Like they didn't care. I don't know. I always say that I am blessed because like I found me a platform, and I found you, and I found many other influencers who helped me to get through this. Like I am covered. Like I do have my basic necessities at all the time. Yes, we are rationing. Yes, we're not eating as much, but it's still like we didn't starve like other people, and which is makes me feel guilty when I mention this. And I wish that I can give all of my money to other people. And now I feel like I am the same as other people. Like I started raising funds for me and my family, and I didn't care about other people. I don't know. It is so complicated, and I don't know if this answers your questions, but it makes me question my intentions and what I am doing. I don't know.
I think you're really hard on yourself, and I know why. Like it's totally understandable why, but like you have been doing the best you can and thinking about other people. But in the circumstances, it's basically impossible to be able to provide for everyone and save the world. It's like this: the constrictions are so strong that you have to do what you have to do to keep your family alive. And I think even that on its own is a selfless act. And just knowing that you, like, the empathy you have for the fact that you can't do much beyond that. I don't know. It's like, I get where it comes from, but I think you're coming from the right place. Uh, it's just it's cruel that, like, that's the decision you have to make between, you know, like the people that looted the crate. It's like, that's a horrific thing to imagine happening, seeing someone dying and instead choosing to grab flour. But it's kind of like, you makes perfect sense why that would happen, if it's that or starving to death. So I I know what you mean, but just so you know, I think you've helped a lot of people, and I think, like, this fundraiser will help a lot of people, and I think it's really good that you're doing it. Um, but yeah, like we
Thank
talked
you.
about, the carrying the shame. Uh, there's people that are doing so much harm that don't even think about it, that don't even consider the harm they're doing, and then people like you and I that are feeling pain about not being able to do enough, and like that on its own, it's a reflection of your humanity. So yeah, I guess that kind of answers my question. It's like, it's, I don't know how, I think it's so distant for a lot of us when we're looking at it from a political lens, and where we're seeing what's happening, and we're just trying to keep up with the coverage of, like, the atrocities, or what's happening to cause these restrictions. But it's hard to even, like, get coverage and get interviews and talk to people in the day to day beyond the atrocities, and that's what's, I guess, it's frustrating. Um, I don't know. It's frustrating from the outside, but I'm sure even more so from inside.
Yeah, thank you. You are being so kind, and thank you for understanding where I am coming from. It actually made me so sad, and I was about to cry. So thank you for stepping in.
Of course, man. And you can cry on stream. We won't tell anyone.
Yeah,
Isn't that what poets
this
are
is
supposed to do?
considered.
Cry all the time?
Yeah, but like Middle Eastern men don't cry in front of others. Yeah, but I don't mind it. Like I'm not like a regular Middle Eastern man. But since we are on the topic, you mentioned that it is hard to get connection and get interviews and everything. I think I mentioned this briefly to you. I started like joining some Discord servers, and I do have a Discord server. Everyone who's watching, if you would like to join us, it's already on my link tree, and we would love the help if you joined, or like support or whatever. And you can find many other links on the link tree, but like the Discord is more important to connect with other people who are um, pro Bali and who are working on the projects that I am working on. We have now an ebook. I don't think I mentioned this to you, Noah. I am working on my poetry book. It was going to be an ebook, and we already started working on it as a team on Discord. And like we postponed the documentary film because like the raising funds for it are not the top priority at the moment, and we are focusing on saving people. But yeah, so I started joining a lot of Discord servers, and I started like seeking interviews and everything with big influencers. And some people have been raising such questions like, how can I get connected to the internet? How come I have sometimes electricity? How come my phone is charged and stuff like this? And like I know we are in a dire situation, and they destroyed most of the infrastructure, but still there's some people who are before the war, like even before the war, people used to rely on solar panels and generators to generate power and electricity. Like the generators are working on fuel, and these days people started doing something that is called an artificial fuel, which they collect the plastic and they like heat it up, and then they will like extract from it a fuel that is similar to benzene, I think, or like diesel. And this helps, and it can work like some cars and even some generators to produce power.
That is crazy.
But most of the family, yeah,
Like
I think there's some,
the blockade being so stringent that people are doing new chemistry things to invent new fuel. That's so. I mean,
yeah,
just
I
insane.
think Al Jazeera or like another national news made an article about it, and there have been pictures, and I think even an interview with the people who have been doing this. I don't know if you can look this up and maybe play it to the people. I don't know. But the other thing, people used to rely on solar panels before the war. Like most of my relatives and even my sisters, they used to have solar panels. But like when my sister's house got destroyed and bombed, they lost that. But then they bought another one, but it was really expensive. Like the prices of solar panels used to start from like $50, and the best one, like the most best one, best performance and everything, and it used to cost around, I think, like 250. Nowadays the one that was used to cost $50 now is cost almost $1,000, and the one that is used to cost 200, it is cost almost 3,000 or like 4,000. So imagine that. I even, I think, on my last update on the GoFundMe, because like um, it was like there was a heat wave, I think, globally, and now most of the people in Gaza, they have like this skin rash, and even me and my mom and my brother, we all have this, and also my sisters and the kids and the nephews. But at least like my sisters, they are living near the sea in Khan Yunis, but we are living in the middle of Deir al-Balah, and it's so crowded because most of the families got displaced here. And I think on my last update, I talked about this, and I even uh, ask people to, maybe if they think this is not a luxurious ask, maybe they can donate to, so we can buy um, solar panels so we can have electricity, and we can like turn on fans, because like the skin rash, it's on my back, under my armpits, and even of my private parts. Like I can't even sometimes sleep or like do anything. It just sucks, you know. But back to what I was saying, uh, people ask where I get internet connection, or from where I get electricity, and where I charge my phones. So my auntie, she got this place with us again, and she has like a solar panel. This is why I have a light on this time. Like we have the, okay, can you see it? I don't know where is the light.
Yeah, you got it.
And uh, some of my neighbors, they have this generators that work on solar, like the artificial fuel. So I did charge my phone and my laptop at their house, and now I am having the light from my auntie's solar panel, and we charge our batteries to like work the lightning. And let me show you guys just a second.
Getting a full
And
tour.
here's the yeah, sorry, the house is so messed up, but
No, that's good.
let me just see. So this is the router that works the internet. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, and you can see that these are like the wires, and this is the battery. It's already connected to the battery, and these ones for the lightning, and it's connected to this wire that leads to the this thing. But this sucks. Obviously, you can see a thing. So yeah, uh, sorry about that. So
No.
yeah, we are not living entirely in the dark ages, but we, as my family, we kind of do, because like we don't have any solar panels, because like we haven't been living here in Gaza, so we didn't know that this is an important thing to have when we got here, and we weren't planning on staying anyways. So yeah.
Fans take a lot of power too, huh? So it's just no fans.
Yeah. No fans. Like it consumes a lot of electricity, and it's better to have like internet connection to make interviews to help people, and also to charge my phone. But yeah, my auntie, they are using their fan, but we don't want to be, needy or like imposing ourselves, so we don't turn on our fan.
Oh my god, and
We're
it's
just
it's
behaving
um
ourselves.
it's very hot right now too. I mean, you said it's a little cooler right now, but I checked for the American viewers, it was 86 degrees Fahrenheit about 2 hours ago. So nighttime at like what, 8 p.m., which is so hot. I mean, that's yeah. And then I mean, are there pharmacies or any like hospitals or any the medical system I know has been decimated, but like is there any access or any availability in like markets to buy stuff to treat things like that?
Well, see, it is so close to me that I just grabbed it. Can you see this? This
Oh
is
yeah.
like baby powder. And this is what I do to like fight this. But it was like I found it in the house. So I don't know from where, or like even if it's new or like old, I don't know. But I found it and I'm using it. But my brother, he's like a bit blonde, like he has like brown hair. Like my mom's side, they have this. Like I am more to my dad's side, like my look. So yeah, my brother, he's having more allergies than me, like the skin rash, like all of his face, like from here, you can see that it is like being burned by the sun, and it's like there's this small dots, and even on his back, and even in his whole body. So I think my sister found him some cream because she's a doctor, obviously, and I told you before, like the connections work better, and we are so blessed that we have like doctors in the family because it's been really helpful, and they sent him like this special cream for him for his skin because like he's more what is the word for this?
Susceptible maybe.
He's more alert. Yeah, yeah, to this more than us.
Yeah. Is your sister working at all aside from taking care of family?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they used to work only for the government before the war, but when they evacuated their house in Khan Yunis, which is called Hayy Al Amal, it was like in December 2023, and they stayed with us until like my younger sister Rania, the mother of Rose and Yusuf. She stayed with us until May, but my older sister Iman, she stayed with us until February this year. So my younger sister stayed for like almost 6 to 7 months, and my older sister stayed for like almost 14 to 15 months. But yeah, like all the time that they have been with us until May, they didn't work because like their work was only in Khan Yunis and Rafah, and it was red area, and there was no transportation, and they were like bombing Rafah, as you know, like until they flattening it, and more all of the people evacuated, and then most of Khan Yunis was at the same. And the government work didn't pay them much. Actually, they didn't. They didn't pay them a lot at all because like most of the money comes from the West Bank, and Netanyahu froze that money. I think it was mentioned in the news multiple times. Even recently, he did also like froze the money. But anyways, like my sister Rania, she found a work with Save the Children with UKIMED. It's an NGO, I believe. She was so blessed to find this work, and this is why she was like able to cover some of the costs that they were going through, and she was helping us as well. This is why we didn't need to send money up until recently from the evacuation money that we were collecting. And my sister Iman, she worked with I think Doctors Against, no, not Doctors Against Genocide, Doctors Without Borders, like the American one. But then Trump cut off the funds. I remember when he got into office, he cut off the funds, so she was released. so she's only working for the government now. But yeah, it's been, I don't know, it has been ups and downs. But yeah, we are managing like as a family, me and my sisters, like we help each other.
Yeah, that's God, that's just fucking crazy, but it's good. You guys are like in it together, and that yeah, having doctors in the family is under the circumstances, especially, it's always a good thing. Um,
Yeah,
how are the kids?
yeah, they are they are good. I went to visit my sister, I think, after the Terp's life. When was that? Like a week ago, I think. Yeah, a week ago. I stayed the night there on Thursday, and came back late on Friday. It was really chill, and Yusuf has grown very, very much. He's so big now, and he's trying to stand. And Rose can dance and walk around now. She's eating too much. She's always eating. And the other kids, yeah, Zain, the twin, Ismail and Ahmed, they are all good, but like they have, as I said, this ugly skin rash, like we all have it. But yeah, I think they are okay. There's all their block is still red, because like they got evacuated like 2 months ago, and they came with to us and stayed on for like 10 days, and then they went back when things got slow a little bit and settled down. But now they are back. Like after that, within like I think 3 weeks, they got another evacuation order, and then within 3 days another, and also another. I think they already received 5 or 6 evacuation orders, but people are getting tired, so nobody got out, and they did the same. They said when people start moving, they will start as well, and they will get evacuated and come to us again.
You said they're further north. How long is it to get to
No,
them?
no, they are to the south in Khan Yunis,
Oh,
and
okay.
actually to the south, and it's south from us and west in Khan Yunis. If you are not following the news, like they mostly flat in 90% of Khan Yunis. So there's only I think 9 blocks or like 7 blocks left. One of them of my sister is my sister blocks, because like they are near the sea. So this is kinda, it is called Mawasi Khan Yunis, but not entirely. Like they live next to the block that is called Mawasi Khan Yunis. So this is why they didn't like get evacuated yet, and they didn't reach them yet. But if Netanyahu kept doing whatever he's doing at the moment, they will reach him eventually, because, like they said, that they want to flatten Khan Yunis as well. So there is only like 10% of Khan Yunis left, and this is their second home. Like before the war, they used to they wanted to build a new house, and they started, like it's not finished, but it is it is it's called, we called it bonds. I don't know if you use this term when you like you have it all in cement and without the electricity and wires and the doors and the windows. We call it like a bond structure. So it is still a bond structure, and yeah, it is better than nothing. Alhamdulillah, they have something, like a roof on the top of their heads.
Yeah. And their other home was destroyed at the start of the war.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they're on like the basic one with everything inside.
You how old are your nieces and nephews? Like how long have you been an uncle?
I think the biggest one is, or like the oldest one is 7 years old now. Yeah, he recently reached 7 years old. His name is Muhammad Hamoud. I don't think I have so much content with him, because like he's the son of my sister Rania, which he went to Khan Yunis on May, and I think I only started using TikTok on in the beginning of April or something like this. So, and I wasn't like so focused on taking videos of me and my family and my nieces and my nephews. So yeah, I don't have much content about him. But yeah,
I
and now Yeah, the youngest is Yusuf. He was born in February the 6th. So how old is he now? We are in August. So yeah, 6 months.
What is your approach to being an uncle? I just became an uncle 3 months ago. My little sister has a little baby, and I don't know. It's still early days, you know. She still can't talk or think really. But how should I? How do you approach uncledom?
Well, you know that I don't like talking about myself like I love myself, but the kids love me so much. Like even I heard sometime the mother of my brothers-in-law, because like my sisters are married to like brothers, so I heard her saying once she was in the kitchen and my sisters were like sleeping and I was the only one who's awake, so I made breakfast for my nephews and my nieces, and I heard her saying that um, Ahmed is like their third mother because like I care so much and I do everything. Like I even take them to the bathroom when they were kids, and even when I went to my sister last week, I held Yusuf most of the time. Like I took care of him, and yeah, I just love kids and they love me, and I am so blessed of being an uncle. So I do everything, to be honest. But this is not the stereotype of most men, to be honest. So I don't know if you like kids the same I do. So I don't know. It depends on you and the character.
No, I like that. That sounds like a good approach. I want to get to that level of praise for my sister. I want to be the second mother or the third mother.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you
That's
should. It
huge.
is amazing, to be honest. Like the bond that you get with them. You know, it's like you feel like if they are your own, but they are not, because like I don't know, it's just I love them so much and I will do anything for them and I will even die for them. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean just seeing like a newborn, like I hadn't seen a newborn. I don't think I really had ever been around a newborn baby for that long until my sister had her kid, and it's just so, I don't know, it's bizarre cuz she's just sitting there in the crib looking so adorable and just can't really do anything. Just
Yeah.
like it's just there, and you just gotta do what you gotta do to take care of her. But like the whole time, I'm like, that's a human. Like I was that, and now I'm not. But like that's gonna happen eventually, and I guess it's the first time I've seen it happen from the start, and it's I don't know, it's surreal. Um,
Yeah. Have you sniffed her? Like smelled her? But yeah,
yeah.
sniffed her is the right term, to be honest.
Uh,
Like they are
what do you
having
mean?
this amazing like they having this amazing smell. Like have
Oh
you
yeah, yeah,
smelled
yeah,
her? Like did you?
yeah, babe. Like I haven't sniffed her when she's been stinky, but as baby smell, it is, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a sweet little baby smell. Definitely. Uh
Yeah, because like they only drink milk, and this is like when their body react, and the sweat is kind of form of milk as well. So yeah,
it's kind of, my
you know
cat
that
is
you
kind of
sweat
like that.
when
Like my
you.
cat doesn't get stinky. She smells kind of sweet. And I remember thinking that about May is her name. Um
Oh,
which is, yeah, it's a fun little feature of a baby is that they're kind of sweet when they're not stinky, of course.
yeah, I hate stinky, to be honest. But like I have been around, like I smelled a lot of the stinky when Rose was with us,
Did you
and
change
people are
diapers?
asking how many. And if it's no, I didn't. Like this is another level. Like I asked my sister to teach me, but she just said like this is like a whole new level to me, and I shouldn't do it. But I was like open to the idea.
Yeah, I mean, even the fact that you asked shows you have a top 1% in the world
Yeah,
empathy, because I was like, there's no way he changed the diapers, but you asked. And that's because the whole thing is
yeah,
always
I
like
did
being an
ask,
uncle is
obviously.
like you don't have to commit. You get to hang with the baby when the times are good, but then when the times are bad, when she starts crying or when she starts pooping, you can just back up and let him cook.
Yeah,
But the fact that you asked is
no, actually, even when they
very
start
sweet.
crying, like my sister was visiting one night, and they stayed with me. Like when the house was so crowded when we had my other aunties. So I had my room with my brother, and then she came to visit and she stayed with us. Like she was still pregnant with Yusuf back then, and Rose was a baby. I have two nieces and two nephews from my sister Rania, Rose and Yara, and Hamoud and Yusuf. But yeah, and she was pregnant with Yusuf, and Rose, she kept us awake the whole night. Like we couldn't even sleep. I only slept for like 2 hours. And then I think when my sister fell asleep, it was like around 4 a.m. That's when I woke up and Rose was crying. And I think my sister Rania, she was like in a coma or something because like she she was up the whole night.
She
And
was
then I
pretending
fixed
to
her
sleep.
a bottle.
She was like this.
Yeah, and I put her to
She was like,
bed. It
My
was like
brother's a good brother. He's gonna take care of this. I know it."
no, she was literally in coma. Like she didn't even wake up. And then I held Rose and I calmed her, and she's like, she stopped a little bit of like crying. She was like only making these noises like she's hungry. And then I fixed her a bottle and I put her on my legs and I started like lullabying her until she fell asleep. So yeah, it was amazing. I think I filmed myself doing that, but I don't know where I put the videos to be honest. But yeah, it was really awesome.
I hope everybody in the chat that's an uncle or an aunt or is gonna be is taking notes, because that's a good uncle right there. That's a very sweet uncle. Activities.
Well, I love kids. Not because like I am an uncle, because like I love kids and I love my sisters. Like my sister, we have a strong relationship. Like they were with us in Sudan actually, and like we were only us the seven against the world. Like me, my mom and dad, my two sisters, and my two brothers. We were all alone, like in Sudan. We didn't have anyone at the beginning, so we relied on each other, you know. So I love them and they love me. They love me. So yeah, I think we have a strong bond. Alhamdulillah.
What are their favorite like shows? What shows do they watch? Or any of that?
Like my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we used to share a passion about Grey's Anatomy. Then I stopped watching it, same as them. But then I started watching. I don't know if you have watched the Vampire Diaries and the originals. Did you watch it? Like it's about obviously vampires and werewolves and witches.
Which one are you talking about? What's
The
the?
Vampire Diaries and the originals.
I haven't seen either, but yeah, I haven't seen those, but I know. I think you and
Seriously?
Renee were talking about
Well,
it, about being fans.
they are amazing. I think most people watch this because like the originals is like on another level. Like the first series is the Vampire Diaries, and original is like it's been a sub series from it, but it has been so amazing to be honest. So yeah, and then I introduced them to this, and they watched it and they liked it. And I think my sister Rania, she likes Desperate Housewives. I think some it is called like this. Do you know that? It is a famous TV show as well.
Yeah, they have like Desperate Housewives of Atlanta and Desperate Housewives of all over the states. Do they have a Desperate Housewives of Gaza?
I, I don't know to be honest, like which. But yeah, and also there is this series that started in the 80s or the 70s. It is called Days of Our Life. My sister Ronnie was so like crazy about it. Like it is a non-stop series. Like they have an episode every day, and it has been streaming for like 30 plus years. Can you imagine that? It is called Days of Our Lives.
And it's daily?
It is daily, and it has been streaming for 30 plus or like 40 plus years now.
How's that even possible? That's how do they keep up?
Well, I don't I don't know. And like my sister used to like watch an episode and then I watch another one after 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And I don't know what how she was keeping up with everything, but it has like a lot of drama and stuff. And I don't know, she likes drama series. So yeah.
What shows do the kids like? The little babies. Do they do Coco
Well,
Melon, or
when
do
they
they watch Miss
started,
Rachel?
no, we don't, because like they only watch series on TV, and they don't watch a lot of YouTube, and when they watch only cartoons. But yeah, with the electricity situation, where they are not like they don't have much time to watch TV shows or anything. Like in Khan Yunis, the internet is garbage. Like when I went there, I couldn't even like plug into the network for like 2 days, and I couldn't update anyone or like send anything there. But I think they love they love some stupid shows. I can't remember the name, but I think they love Power Rangers. They watched Power Rangers because like I once heard them talk about it, and they love Spider-Man and like superheroes. I don't know if there's TV series for this or like just movies, but they are so obsessed about Spider-Man. And I think you are the same, like because like you said, your cat is called May. Is it Aunt May, like after Aunt May from Spider-Man?
That would be awesome, and I wish I could say so, but the May is my sister. My brother-in-law is Hawaiian, and it's like a Hawaiian name, and her middle name is really long. Um, but Aunt, it's like spelled Mei. I think it's Aunt May is May maybe. Um, that would be really cool.
Yeah, Aunt May is May.
My cat is named Baby Cat. I like the. Do you like the Marvel movies, like Avengers or any of that?
The Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I used to like them, but I don't think anymore. Have you watched them all?
Like the newer ones, you mean?
No, since the beginning, like when they started with, I think, Captain America. It was like they had 3 movies or like 4 movies about Captain America. That was the start of the whole, what is they call this trilogy or like series or like I don't know. But yeah, it started with Captain America. Like I love the first movie of Captain America. It is nice. Like, but I'm so sorry for that. But they do praise America like a lot, which is I didn't agree on. But like the idea behind it, like he cares for people, and he's good-hearted, and why they chose him, and like they gave the power to someone who's not ambitious, who's like eager to help people, and he wants to make a change. Like he was the right person to do that. So yeah, I think I like this. But yeah, I didn't like the idea that he's Captain America and the whole America is great and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's like they put like a really good kind character, kind of like the Superman thing. Um, I think Superman's coming out
Yeah,
on streaming where it's like a good character in a position of that is like a not so good of a politically like a political structure in terms of like working within the system to make America not be doing crimes across the world. It's like I like Steve Rogers and I love what he's done with his bodies, with his steroids. Like he looks great, but you know, I don't the war, uh, or the rest of the war. It's same with like the newer like all the newer Avengers. There's like these kind of untouched political themes of uh when the Avengers were gonna like disband because there was an internal debate over like the need for them to like follow international law versus I think it was Tony Stark who wanted them to like be their own have full autonomy over the defense of America or like just operate without any
no,
restrictions. Like and I remember being like that's like a interesting debate to have and I guess they kind of dropped that off at a certain point. So it's definitely propaganda in a way. But I mean I don't know, it's still like the kids love Spider-Man not cuz he's technically a cop or whatever, but because he's cool as fuck, you know? It's that's what's good about
yeah,
those movies. I feel like in those comments.
yeah. My nephews love Spider-Man so much.
I think there's a new one coming out soon.
But yeah, you Spider-Man or the Amazing Spider-Man or like which one or like the comic Spider-Man, and there's a lot of them nowadays.
There's too many. Yeah, I think it's like the movies. Um,
With the I was gonna say Timothy Chalamet, but not like what is his name?
Tom Holland. Yeah, close. Basically, similar guy,
Tom
very similar
Holland.
guy.
No, they are not. Like Tom Holland praises Timothy Chalamet, but yeah,
Does he?
yeah, I think I saw an interview. He's saying that Timothy is so handsome and beautiful, and he has like good bone structure, or like fist. I don't know if this is the term, like something like he has like
Jawline or
uh,
cheekbones?
royal, yeah, cheekbones, like royal looking and stuff like this.
He's just complimenting
And people,
himself.
yeah, and I think he complimented him because like someone once confused him with Timothy Chalamet. Like they asked his autograph as Timothy, and he was like so so happy that they said that. Like he said that I might be as good looking as Timothy, you know.
That's so funny for like the most famous top 10 most famous actors to say, but that's very it's kind of sweet. I don't know. That's funny.
Really, Tom Holland is among the top 10 famous
Top
actors.
10 might be pushing it, but like in terms of young actors, I think he's probably up there, you know? Like being in a Marvel movie puts you like I think he's leading in the new Christopher Nolan movie, which is that'll be like a big, you know, like Oppenheimer, like one of those movies that is like the top of in terms of actor fame status, but he's probably top. He's probably definitely top 30 in terms of top 20 maybe in terms of young men actors. Maybe top 10.
Yeah, I think people like in the chat saying that Timothy is on another level and Tom Holland is like way behind. And I did watch Dune. It's actually, I don't know if you know about this, but they did you watch Dune, by the way,
Yeah.
Noah?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think of it before like I put my input about it before like
Before you destroy it and ruin my life. I
no,
let
no, I won't destroy it. Like I liked it so much, but like I want to go
No,
in
no.
details.
Yeah, I love those movies. I think when I first saw the first one, I know a lot of people didn't like it. They thought it was boring, but I had actually read the book beforehand, just kind of randomly as a kid, and I reread it and then I watched the movie, and it was kind of like less of a movie and more of like a visual narration of a story that I already knew and loved. So I loved it. I definitely. And then the same thing with the second one. But also just the portrayals of like I love sci-fi when they portray like really cool ships and like really like the Harkonnens being really scary, evil guys that are uh just randomly killing their servants all the time. And and also like the kind of narrative point of resisting colonialism, even if the guy leading the charge is Timothy Chalamet, it's still there's still a lot of good themes in that I think. So yeah, I really like him. You like him though too?
Yeah, well, I believe since you didn't mention anything about Islam, I believe, or Islam as you said, you didn't see the critics about this. Actually, they used Arabic language on the movie, and it is actually similar to the story of our Prophet Muhammad. I know you might be shocked by hearing this, and even people in the chat might be, but yeah, it is similar to our story. Like, I know it is sci-fi and everything, but this is the story of our Prophet. There have been, I don't know if you know this, but there have been prophecy before our Prophet comes, like, because like it was mentioned on other holy books. So people were expecting him already, and there have been some prophecies about him, and it was similar with what is his name on the Dune, Timothy. I can't remember what is his name, but yeah, they said that he's a prophet on the movie, right?
Yeah, Lisan Al Gaib. I think it's Paul Atreides. They say
Ilyas al Ghaib. Actually, this word is actually an Arabic word. It is lisan al ghaib. When you like pronounce it right, it is lisan al ghaib, which means uh, the ones who I don't know how to put this in words. Just a minute. But it basically it's the ones who speaks on behalf of Allah, something like this. Like he knows. what's in behind the scenes, like in the cosmos and the universe and everything, because there's this open channel between him and Allah, and they talk, and he knows everything. So it is called lisan ghaib because like he knows everything behind the scenes. This is the explanation for the word in Arabic. So yeah, they even use this, like even as Prophet Muhammad, they used to call him this, like in some phrases. So it was really weird when I saw the movie, and then when I started like following whatever they are doing, I know like they added a lot of things into like a lot of sci-fi things and made up things into it. But most of the things that are on the movie, it is the story of our prophet. Like I think the end of the part two, when he decided to marry this girl from the government, I think nation or something like this. It is something similar to our Prophet Muhammad did actually. And also when he was, I think he was soaked in the oasis or like the water, like this small lake inside of the temple. Our Prophet Muhammad actually, this story when the Gabriel, the angel, came to him, he was like in this what is it called, in this cave on a mountain, and it came to him, and he went running to his wife back then, and he was like soaking wet. I think he had like a shower and in a lake. And even there's this story about Prophet Muhammad that some angels came and took his heart out, and they took the what is called like the sinful seed, like we call it in like in our religion, al habba sauda, which is like a black seed. It is what is causing you to make evil and do like sinful stuff. So this is why they say our Prophet Muhammad, he can't do anything wrong, like they call it in our language, ma'soom min al khata, which means like he won't be able to do anything wrong, and he won't do it even if he wants to. So yeah, most of these things, like when I saw them on the Dune, like wow, they are stealing so much, and then like they hide the sources. It is so weird, to be honest. Yeah, someone said purified his heart. Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, I definitely remember being like, oh, it's space Muslims. They're doing space Muslims, and it's weird, especially because I saw
Exactly.
it at the time. I saw it like I initially really didn't like it for that reason of being like, oh, they're doing space Muslims, and then it's like a lot of them are like portrayed as like, irrational religious fundamentalists that are just trying to, they're extremists and they want to do violent resistance in a way that's you know I don't know, just crazy or stupid or like some combination of that. So I was like, this feels weird. And then aesthetically as well, everything about what they were wearing and their like the costume design. And like I remember the what are the warriors called in the movie, Fedaykin or something? It's like
Not sure.
everything, and then with no homage whatsoever, and I know it's trying to do some critique. Like people say, "Oh, Dune is a critique of white saviorism," but it's like they borrowed everything and didn't touch on it at all, and then just dropped the movie, and it was yeah, definitely very. I mean, I can imagine being very disturbed by it. Just like, what is this? Why did they do this? And who let this happen?
Yeah, yeah, but it is cool, to be honest. Like I like this, and also this will lead the people to question these kind of things, and they will start asking questions about that. So it's actually a cool way to learn about Islam.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of good videos and articles about that topic. I haven't been recommended any of them, probably for various reasons of me being white and whatnot. Um, you like sci-fi though?
Have you watched? Yeah, I like sci-fi a lot because like there's no limit within sci-fi. Like you can do whatever. Like, have you seen Fast and Furious movies? Like the recent ones, they are ridiculous. Like no normal human can do the stuff that they are doing. So they are not even real or realistic. But yeah, within sci-fi, that you are making everything up. And I think there's this also new film. It is similar to Dune. What was it? Ah, it is called Rebel Moon, I think. Did you watch it?
No. Rebel Moon. It's like another space sci-fi thing.
Yeah, it is amazing. You should watch it. Like they have two parts so far, and I think the third will be coming soon. It is so cool, and you will like the things that they did with CGI and the machines and the chips and even the guns. It's amazing.
It's so funny to because I'm like, do you like sci-fi? And you're like, have you seen the Fast and Furious movies? Because it's like they are sci-fi at a certain point. And I don't, I know you weren't necessarily saying that
Right?
they are, but like once cars are like, once it's like on the borderline to Transformers, like okay, it's now you're doing like
Yeah.
weird. It's not an action movie. When Vin Diesel or whoever the main guy is like just taking off in the car and like flying and then going underwater or whatever they do, it's like, all right, now we're doing something different. It's fun though. I love stuff like that. You like Star Wars?
Yeah, but like when you say this can happen in the real life, like it's a bummer and a downer, and it's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, because when it was just like undercover cops drifting around and crashing and doing crazy stuff, that's those are more. It's more of an action movie.
Yeah,
Do you like
exactly.
horror movies?
Uh, I do watch horror movies, but I don't think I like them because I never get scared of them. So what is the point of them if I don't get scared, you know? But
Wow,
sometimes
tough guy over here.
they are fun to watch, like to laugh at. No, not really. Like because like I know most of
Hold on a sec, you're frozen.
these things are made like this because like
Oh, there you
these
go.
are real, but they already. Yeah, I said that most of the movies, like the horror movies, are made up movies. Like they're not even real. So why I should get scared? But maybe the ones about conjuring demons and this stuff with religion, yeah, these are real because like even religion, even demons, it exists in our religion and everything, and even al jinn. I don't know if you know jinn. I think one of the new super Marvel superheroes is called, what was the name?
Jim.
I can't remember the name. The Indian one, I think, or the Pakistani one. Like she's Muslim and she's also a superhero. She's new to the Marvel universe. What was her name? I forgot.
Somebody
But
in the
yeah,
chat
she's
probably
like,
knows. DJINN, so Jin. I think that's probably how it's pronounced.
no, it's not DJIN. It says Jin, Jin. There's no D in the beginning.
That for the they're spelling it like that for the character in the Marvel movie.
Ah,
They like
okay.
added a D to make it so they're
Kamala
not
Khan.
fully
Okay, someone
stealing.
said Kamala Khan is Marvel. I didn't catch that. Sorry.
It's Kamala Khan. That's the character, Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah, they
Miss
got it.
Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they talked about Jin and like her superpower comes from being a part of Jin. And actually, this is exists in our religion as Muslims. Jinn can actually have the form of a human being, and they can actually get married to people, and they can like, what is the word, populate, I think, with each other. So yeah, it is not entirely sci-fi like the things that it was on Miss Marvel. Like these things happen. Like it is real. Like in our religion, it is real. So she's like part human and part Jinn, and yeah, these things are like scary to me because like they are real. And even in Sudan, I got some counters with Jinn. I don't know if people wants to hear this because like they will think that I am making this up, but I would love to share a story with you if you would like.
please do. I'll go get a
Okay.
blanket and get ready for a scary story. I love ghost stories, but this is real apparently. Let's hear it.
Okay. Before that, can we update The wheel or like the donation?
Yeah, it's I just updated it. It's at 6,255. Crazy. Apparently somebody donated $4,000 at the start. So whoever did that, if you're in the chat, reveal yourself so we can praise you for the rest of
People are
our
getting
lives.
wild
Yeah.
about the Jinn encounters.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to hear it. What the heck?
I think you're muted
Uh
or
hello.
you're not speaking.
Oh yeah. I'm
No,
whenever
you're
you're
still
talking.
there.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello. Test. Check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Welcome back.
Can you hear me?
I still can't hear you though.
Huh. On Discord, it says I'm
That's weird.
turning green. Maybe it's your speakers. I think chat can hear me and chat can hear you, but you can't hear
Let
me.
me switch phones and jump to another one. Can you hear that? I don't know if you. Let me just text you because like 31% and it's so hot. Like it's so heated up.
Chat, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Tell Ahmed that I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, hi. Thanks for donating, guys. That's amazing. Good job. I don't have a be right back screen, so I'm just gonna leave. Bye. Hello. Hello, chat. Did my cat unplug the camera? What the heck? Let's see. You guys can hear me, but you can't see me, can you? Wow. Says a lot. Says a lot. Hello. What are we at? Let's refresh. Keep donating. We're really close. 6,300. That's awesome. Let's see. Check, check. Hello?
Hi.
Sup? Can you hear me? You can't see me though, huh?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, give me one sec. Gotta
It's
get this
okay.
sorted
Do you
out.
okay, something?
Oh. Hmm.
Did you have breakfast or anything to eat, by the way? I feel like I am keeping you from doing anything.
Oh no, I actually had ice cream this morning, which is it's not a dessert for breakfast, I guess. Kind of weird, but there's not much in my
No, it's
fridge,
not.
and I had a little ice cream left, and I thought, why not? I kind of feel gross now. And I don't
Why?
know why. I don't know. It's just the ice cream, probably, but
Is this on live? I feel like this is on stream already.
yeah, I think we're live.
Okay.
I'm sharing my secrets.
Yeah, but I like ice cream. Like I was gonna say I would kill to have ice cream, but obviously not. But I would love to have ice cream again. Like before the war, they used to have all these kinds of ice cream. Oh my God.
What's your favorite flavor?
Well, it is weird, but I love dark chocolate. Like it is sweet and sour at the same time. I don't know why I love it, but I
I've
don't
never
know
even
it.
seen dark chocolate ice cream. That sounds good.
Yeah, it does. And I love dark chocolate. Like it's amazing. I take my coffee black and my tea black, so this is why I like everything without like extra sugar, like even with sugar. Ahmed, do
Okay,
you
I'm getting
like
my. Oh,
Ber-
that's weird.
Berserk? What is Berserk? Have you seen this? I don't know what is Berserk. Or
What's it
maybe I
called?
spelled this
Oh,
wrong.
Berserk. It's like a It's like an anime. It's like a Japanese comic manga.
Mm. Obviously, since I didn't know how to read it, then I don't.
I actually have a. What do I have? Hold on.
Do you have it?
I have a. Wait, can you see this? Berserk poster
Yeah,
that I need to put up. And that's
yeah.
his name's Guts. He has like a huge sword,
Wow.
and that's Casca. Uh, it's
Did you say a
really
huge sword? I think I was talking with one of my friends recently about something like this.
getting a
Maybe
huge
it's the
sword.
same TV show. I think Taika, if Taika is in the chat, is this the same one that you used to talk about with the ocean? Because I did talk with Ocean about this. He's a new friend. He's like handling managing the Discord with me, and he's also like a social media marketer, I believe. Like he has been a great help, to be honest.
And he reads Berserk or
I think he watched this like recently, but I can't remember if this is the same one or like something. Is there's like a movie, like a series about this, or like it's just
yeah, so
only
it's a manga, and then
comic?
they made it into an anime in the like a TV show in the 90s, and then they made another anime um in like a few years ago, and apparently, I mean the manga's still ongoing. The original creator died like a few years ago. Um
Mm,
but it's a very, yeah, I don't know, it's very, I've never really read
I don't
manga
know.
except, yeah,
I- Is
that's
this him?
Guts. That's him. And
Okay,
in a lot of
so
ways
he's the same one.
he's me. Like the whole thing with Berserk is you read it and Guts is like a super cool, like big strong, like good guy. Like he's looking out for everybody and he's gone through a lot of trauma and he's just trying to keep on. And so when you read it, I mean for me it's just silly, but it's like, wow, that's he's just like me for real. Like that's the reaction you have. But it is a very good like commentary on like trauma and pushing past um you know, horrible stuff that happens in life. You should read it. It's good. But he's
I
really
think I
cool and
can
has a
watch the
giant sword.
anime instead.
You watch anime?
Not so much. Like I watched Attack on Titans. I believe that you did too. Did you?
Yeah, I've seen that. You like that one?
What do you think?
It's
I did.
I yeah, it's great. I didn't see the very end. I've heard the very end is crazy, so don't spoil it. But also it's yeah, it's the animation, the it's just very like I know you said you don't get scared at stuff, but like the Titans themselves are there's some freaky stuff that happens and um yeah.
Yeah, but it still is made up, you know?
I'm scared. I'm scared. They're gonna come out of the
Yeah, but
TV.
it's epic. And like talking about politics in like an anime and talking about the how people interact with each other and like the idea of a community within a community and like wars, and it is amazing. Like it was so well put, and even the ending, I won't spoil it, but you should watch the end. Like the whole idea behind everything that is happening, it is cool. It is amazing.
Yeah, when shows become just like are built up into a huge expansive story and like there's big reveals, you know, halfway through or towards the end where it's like, "Oh, this thing happened, but now I have to go back and watch it again or think about something like I don't know, like a I don't know what it's called when they do that. Easter eggs or something, but yeah, no, that's a great show.
Yeah, I think I watched also Parasite anime. Did you watch it? They made it into a series recently as well.
What's it called? Far Side?
Parasite.
Oh yeah, yeah,
P,
I've
I
seen
think.
Parasite. Parasite's great.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
It's
Have
another
you watched the
scary one.
series as well or not?
Just I've seen seasons 1 and 2. I didn't really like season 2, and that's the whole thing is they say season 2 is not as good, but um the show as a whole is great. Wait, no, I'm thinking
I
of
didn't
Tokyo
watch.
Ghoul. Parasite's the one where he has like the thing in his and it's like really
Yeah, the eye
gross.
in his hand,
Yeah.
like the parasite in his hand. Yeah, that's not it, I believe.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
the
no.
same thing that
Parasite's
you were talking
awesome.
about?
Parasite's gross in a good way.
Gross?
It's like gross. You
Okay.
know when it's like cutting everybody up and there's all sorts
Yeah,
of blood. It's gross in a good way, you know? In a
yeah.
satisfying way. Like
And you should watch
gory.
the series that they made. It was like a story before even the this parasite exists, you know, like a brief story. It is cool. Like I liked it, and I think they will do like next the parasite one, like the original.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Uh, what we were talking about, like starting talking about films and movies.
I don't
But yeah,
remember.
I believe since we are on the topic, like I am always in the topic. I told you that I was trying to edit some of my poems to finish it to recite on stream, but I couldn't. But like kind of like 80% finished. This one I want to recite like one of them. It is called Views, and it is also connected like to social media platforms and everything. As you know, since a lot of people have been questioning my identity and if I even exist or like even if I am in Gaza, and also when I have been faced with cruelty from some people, and also the profiteers from the Palestine cause, uh, it just it just made me start writing this poem. And actually, I wasn't thinking of finishing it. Like I did write it, like I don't know, like some notes, like separated notes, but then it started going into a poem. Because like recently I got another some encounters with some influencers who they offered to help and then they ghosted me and they stopped communicating, and also some big influencers who I managed to get in touch with, and I discovered that they are profiteers and they like using this to get advantage of the cause. So yeah, I think I would like to recite this poem and I will get back to Jane stories because like the chat just reminded me that this is where we're going. But yeah,
Chat, let
let's
him cook.
recite the poem and then get
Yeah.
back to
Let's do that.
Jane
Give
stories.
me one sec. I'm gonna full screen you. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Whatever you like.
You have the stage. One sec.
Thank you.
Uh,
Okay, and I think I will skip the lines that needs editing, so it will sound like a full poem, but it is not to me, but it is still. So as I mentioned, the brief intro to this, it is called The Views. While I am being starved
for views, seeking help from those who refuse to share my stories, to amplify my voice. As me, a voice of Gaza, from Gaza, how come I have a muse? It actually happened. They questioned my artistic creation and how I still hold my head high among such devastation. They said, how do you have such emotional articulation? Gazans don't have that. They are simply a form of degradation. Crawling into my room, faced with my fears and anxieties, feeling ashamed I couldn't help all of the families, the ones I promised to help out with basic necessities. And as I fall into despair, as my voice breaks beyond repair, I tend to self isolate and self sabotage, blaming the odds that brought me here. How come people could act with such cruelty when having doubt? Have they missed the point? Or is it I who's wrong? I don't deserve having clout. Looking into the vacuum of social media platforms, trying desperately getting people's attention, and when I do, they promise to help, they never follow through. They disappear, stop communicating, acting superior towards me. It is humiliating. I am getting shadow banned by the ones supporting the cause, the ones I thought they oppose injustice, worse cruelty, and our killing odds. Yet, their accounts scream of self agenda and personal gain scheme. They are so busy talking about us instead of talking to us. They say they would save us, but first they need to be famous. I hear my broken voice reciting poems. I think to myself, they matter. My poems do matter, even though I die with each line, that it feels like a dagger that is going into my heart, into my soul, yet my voice is ignored. And while I wish I were an influencer with schemes, wish I were looking from outside the scenes, I struggle to make up my mind whether to keep on going or giving up the fight. The war has never stopped. It is inside all of us. The borders are still closed, caving on us. The ones who said they are gonna help us are acting up, still want to get famous. Frauds and liars everywhere. And with all of these selfish actions, the clueless and envious patterns, I close my eyes, trying not to see, covering my ear, because I do want to hear the stupid arguments and disputes over who cares the most, who's going to be our savior, representing us, recovering the loss. I close my eyes and dream of a world which is yet to be foreseen. For there is a free Palestine, a free Sudan, Congo, and the far countries overseas and nations living in between. I pray for a world we have a life beyond social media obscene. The end. What do you think?
That was great.
You are
Powerful.
muted.
Hmm? What'd you say?
Seriously, again, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I muted. Uh
Okay.
that was great. Moving, sad. No, excellent. I mean, those some of those things we've talked about, so seeing it translated into um like we've talked about them and we've seen that like uh the social media, like the selfishness of people exploiting what's happening. Um and I don't know, that was a very well articulated, I guess, your emotions. Great, 10 out of 10. I don't know. What are you thinking of? What are you thinking of adding? Like, is it?
Well, to be honest, I don't like it. It's not finished yet. And to be honest, I didn't want to share it. Like when I started writing, it was on when I did like the first draft, it was on the 26th of February, like almost 6 months ago. But as I said, like recently, I got like again in this cycle where I want to get in touch with some influencers and some people to support my cause and support the families that I support. And I got hit by another wave of like the the cruelty and miscommunication and ghosting. And I don't know, it felt right now to share the words and like to finish the poem. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you've been dealing with that for, I mean, since the start, right?
To be honest, yeah, yes, but I don't like talking about it because like it will stir a drama, and I don't think people like hearing such things, because like if I started talking about the things that happened to me, like the things that I encountered with big influencers who are a lot of people praising them, it will maybe get me in trouble because like I am nothing compared to them. Like I don't have the same followers or like the same platform, and they will crush me. So there's no point in fighting this at the moment. But I don't know, maybe in the future we can expose those who are profiting from this, who are actually supporting themselves and don't care about us. So yeah, we will see what the future will bring.
Yeah, I mean, that's you hear a lot of people saying you are exploiting this, um, what's happening, and like for you, what distinguishes between someone that is exploiting it like for their self interest and someone that is, I guess, because like I make videos about the genocide and I make money from those. Like that's my job. And that when people say that you're profiting off of genocide, in a way that's true and it feels crazy to say, but like how do you distinguish personally between what is, I guess, positive coverage and then where it becomes exploitative? Because I think we all, anyone that talks about it, anyone that like works in media, even if they're trying to protest against it, has some, I would hope has some complicated feelings about that aspect. So like I don't know how it's
Yeah, I
discerned
understand.
for you.
And I did discuss this with like multiple friends, like the ones that I got in touch with, like overseas, and mostly in the US, UK, Canada. And I will share the same thoughts that I shared with them. I remember it was like it started with people calling me a fraud and that I am collecting this money and I am a Pakistani who's living I don't know where. I'm just doing this to get money and stuff. And you know, when I started going talking about this topic with my friends, like I told them that everyone needs money. Like even I, as Ahmed, even if I was outside, I will not say that I am doing this purely like just to like help people and everything. Like if I'm not able to eat, if I don't have resources to stream and stuff like this, how I am going to support people? Like I need money to live and I need money to help people. So I need to make an income and then start helping people. So how come you say that you are so selfless that you are not working, you don't need the money and you're not doing anything, and then you say that you are like fundraising for people and you are trying to help and you don't even have a job? So where did you get the money that you put the food in the table from? How can you sleep at night? Where is how come you have a home? How will you pay the bills? So this is exactly what I'm telling you. You are making a living. That's true, but it's not. This is not the dedication of whatever that you are doing. You are just trying to get by, and you are just trying to make an income for yourself. But still, the main thing that you are doing is like fundraising for families. Like even remember the Norway stream that you did. I was gonna say I only was
You did it
once
too.
on
You were
it.
there.
Okay, so the Norway stream that you did, like I think you raised half a million of dollars, something like this, I think.
Yeah.
And like if you wanted, you could have like took these funds and like throw them into your pockets or like into your bank accounts. Who's gonna shake behind like after you? And and
Imagine
at the same time you said that.
imagine
Go ahead.
the next day I have like a Lamborghini or like a Ferrari. Sorry, I
How
just
much is a Lamborghini?
they can like a couple 100,000, I think. I pull up in
Okay,
that just randomly.
so
Sorry, continue though.
so it is.
I thought it was funny, the
Okay,
idea.
So yeah, but at the same time, you were saying that you are fundraising for the families and you are fundraising for yourself because like there was like this Ethan Killen or like Klein or like Killing. I can't remember what was his name. But yeah, and you said that you need help as well. So you are fundraising for yourself and you are fundraising for the families. And you distinguished between the two things. And people were helping you and helping other ones. So how this is how I distinguish when I see a fraud and someone who is not. Like you can tell by how they act and how they speak and how they always claim they are so selfless and they are just doing this to help like minorities. And they like whenever they claim that they don't have anything and they don't want anything, this is like a red flag to me. This is a trigger. So if you don't have anything and if you don't want anything, how do you eat? How do you sleep? How do you even go by? Like, come on, you need something to go by. Like, okay, do you have like a fundraiser for yourself? I can live with that. I can be okay with that. And some people actually do this. Like they say that they don't have work, then they don't do anything. They only fundraise for the families, and then you will go and see that they say that and for me to go and help families, like I don't know if this is the influencer who did this. I'm not sure if this is the real story behind it, but like he was like fundraising for himself to go get a flat, and it's just like any flat. Like he wanted like some big flat with like duplex flat and super fancy and super expensive, and he spent a lot of money on it. And instead of like taking like what is called like the small flat with only a bathroom and a kitchen, like only one like few space. I can't remember. I forgot the
Like
name.
a
I
studio or
think studio.
something.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
studio. A
yeah.
studio. Yeah, a studio flat. So this is also a red flag for me. Like you want to live a luxurious life on like donations. This is also a trigger. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Media coverage is just gonna happen regardless. Like your people are going to need to pay bills and stuff. I do think there's like a line in terms of like when people are making a lot of income where I kind of look a little sideways at it. Um, but I also understand that like I don't know if they're making the effort to like fundraise or uplift and like promote whether it's creators or journalists or other fundraisers. I think that's like usually like a green flag or a good sign. But yeah, I don't know. It's a new time for something like this to be happening because it's like this is the first time where genocide is occurring and it's being live streamed and we can all see it and everyone's trying, everyone's doing whatever they're doing, but whatever they're doing now that this is happening is going to be tied to it somehow. uh so it's a weird position to be like, I don't know, it's like seeing people, white Westerners, myself included, like trying to have an activism off, like you said in the poem, right? It's a weird situation, but there are people, through their actions that over time show themselves to be genuine, but it's hard. It can be hard. I don't know. It's frustrating, honestly. I don't like because when that accusation comes, everybody will get grouped in together even if it's not applicable, but at the same time you can see how often it happens and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's, to me it's not that different from um the putting the what is it, taking the fees out of bank transfers, if it's all being done for yourself. One sec.
I think your camera is off.
It keeps shutting off. I might need to switch them. But yeah, no, the poem really captured that. I feel like I can
Yeah.
crop that section out and send it to you. The you delivering the poem because it was really good. But
Thank you.
um
They say that you look mysterious today.
I look mysterious. I guess my camera keeps shutting off, so it's going dark.
Maybe this is Jin, as they said. So
Yeah.
I should deliver like a story about Jin.
Now it's time for the Jin stories,
Okay.
if you want.
Uh,
Unless you have other poems
yeah, I don't mind.
you want to deliver. I think the chat would probably really enjoy that if that's something you want to do.
Another poem? Yeah, I don't mind. But like the unfinished ones. Do we have like any new people who are not familiar with me? Maybe we can like recite one of my old ones if we have a lot of people who are like new to the chat and new to my
Yeah, I'm not sure.
character,
I'm not
Ahmed.
sure. I think there's probably some people. Whatever you want to share, people would be down to hear whatever. So whatever you prefer. I'm speaking for them, but you know, I might chat's
Okay.
Lisan Al Gaib.
لسان الغيب الغيب. Okay. Okay, let me find this one that I was working on.
Yeah, take your time. Hey chat, can you see that we are
Okay, yeah.
800
I
away?
can
Please
share this
donate.
one. Like I can cut the parts that I didn't finish editing. Like you won't even notice. But yeah, this looks good.
All right.
It is called GHF. Do you know about the GHF stations that they did?
Yeah, unfortunately I
It is.
do.
It is.
It's
Yeah, the
horrific.
Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is actually
Sort
like
of an
the name
oxymoron.
is. They don't have anything related to their name, and a lot of people have been killed. Like there, more than 1,000 people have been killed. Children, women, men, like anyone, everything.
I wanted to
And
ask before you start, like, has there been anyone from around your area that's gone that you've talked to about it?
yeah, actually, my neighbor here, like the one, like your camera is off again. But yeah, my neighbor, he's missing. He's still missing for like, I think 7 days now. He went, I think, to Netserim corridor, and there's like another GHF station there, and he didn't come back. It has been like I think his third or fourth time. But yeah, his parents and most of his relatives is still looking for him, and they even contacted the Red Cross and they asked about him and everything, and they couldn't find him. They couldn't find his body even, like, so they don't know if he's dead, if he's alive, if he's captured. They said that on the day that he was disappeared, the IDF soldiers captured more like 20 to 30 people from the stream corridor. So he might be among those. So we don't know yet. But yeah, some of the families around me did go, and they do still go. But none of us did, like me and my brother. But yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's horrific. I think I think everyone will want to hear the poem about it.
Yeah, so it is like this poem is about exposing what was happening there. I know there have been a lot of footages and talks and interviews, and even I think there was like this American soldier or like security guard who talked about the little kid Amir who went missing as well, and they didn't even find his body as well. So yeah, I think this is a testimony on behalf of my people on the things that happened there, and some of the stanzas on this poem are actually inspired by real events that happened, like videos I did see that inspired this poem to come to life. And your camera is off again. So uh, here we go.
Okay, you go ahead. I'll
G.
figure this out.
Yeah, no worries. GHF. The growl of hunger strikes, the ache from within laid out, manifesting for their likes. The bones are showing, dissect away what you see. These cages we live in, from rib cages that are showing to this open air prison. People are past painting. It is a zombie apocalypse within. Just a loaf of bread, a dream we can't get, an empty stomach we can't fill. So we endure the feeling and just let it or fill it with sound and grit. Abyss from within, from the betrayal of Arabs and so-called human, is emptiness, dark void, idleness life we wish to avoid. A promise you ought not to keep, bailing on us, letting hunger consume us, getting too deep. Baby formula, diapers, creams to fight skin rash. Why is that so hard to agree on, to let it pass? Flour, bread, basic necessities. Even their own people are protesting to stop these insanities. Skeletons, bones, dead zones. Let's call it hit the drums. Humanitarian safe zones. It's GHF. Yes, humanitarian safe zones. It's only 1,000 kills. And piles of unsinful kids. A father's cries. And mother's weep. A young martyr asking the heaven to accept him as he lay down to sleep. His last sleep. He's saying, please, take my soul and have mercy on me. Accept it while you are content with me. Screaming for help. Sirens wail. Nothing is there. The sirens are fake. The US has strategically aligned its efforts for my people to die, the ones seeking aid. Screaming for the ones seeking aid. The fake news. I just like skipped 3 sentences. Fake news for their amuse. America is great. The UK is great. France, Italy, the EU member states are great. Great at advocating hate, at taking what's not theirs, at standing by watching us die. Great at supporting genocide, at occupying the land. They cheer for racism, the death of innocent living, the pulse of human bodies, but they are Palestinian trash, so they are still being committed. Fathers disappear, children scream, eating sand to claim the land instead of a piece of bread that they risk dying to get. Even if it meant the end of their life, they are at peace with it at the end. Infants, babies, cries and cries, skeletons rise, the ground is hungry. It is belly filled with Gazans, victims of humanitarian lies. They rule with iron and fire. Strike where they say it don't matter, but our lives matter. You strike, we scatter. You close the gate, shut down the aid, and then leave us to emptiness, the dark void, starvation, nothingness. It is the world you created for us to live in. It's the debt you all signed into for us to be content with it. And from within, the curse you impose on us and force us to give in. And finally, we give into it. Emptiness, void, nothingness, death. It's GHF, Gaza hunger fabrication, Gaza humiliation formation, Gaza horror formulation. The end.
That was beautiful and tragic. You said you're still working on that one?
I think you are muted.
Oh yeah,
I
sorry.
can't
Can you hear me?
hear. Yeah.
Whoops. I was saying that's a beautiful poem and tragic, and I asked if you're still working on it because you said that one was that one unfinished, or had you done that one already?
Yeah, it is not finished. Like I skipped 3 stanzas and I struggled at the end because like there are some words that I didn't like and I should like change. But yeah, I think it got delivered, like the idea of it and like the first and the ending. So yeah. But when I reached the last line, uh Gaza horror formulation. Like we talked about that. I don't get scared because like most of things are made up on horror films. But you know, like the things that I talked about and the things that is happening on these stations and the things that is happening to my people, it is horrific and it is scary and it is real. You know, it's nice. It is not made up. So these are the things that makes me get scared and this is a real horror show.
Yeah, the people. I mean, your neighbor, right? Did you know him?
Yeah.
Have you talked to
Well,
him much?
I did shook his hand more than once, and I did have a small talk with him. Because like we have been living in Sudan for 21 years, and I only came here like 4 months before war, so I didn't know most people here. And he's only 23 years, and when I left Gaza, I was 9 years old, so he wasn't even born. Or like he was just he was just born when I like left. I was 9 years old when I left Gaza. I think it was at the same time that was his birth. So no, I didn't know him before like um, getting out of Gaza. But when I came back, I did see him. I did talk to him. So yeah, it is sad. Like I don't know how else to describe this. Like knowing that your brother or like your father or your son, they are going to get you food and something to eat, like they are trying to save you, and instead of saving you or like the whole family, they are the ones who's lost land. This is not just his story, like this is a story of a lot of people, because like a lot of people have been killed because of this. And uh, the silence of the international world and even the EU states and countries, like it feels like our lives don't matter to them. Like I don't know, it feels like we're not equal to them and they are seeing us as less humans. So it is okay to let Israel to do whatever they want to us, and it's not right, and it is so sad.
Yeah, it's every day. It's every day. 100, like yesterday it was 100 people. Um, and I remember in February of last year, the flower massacres, seeing that and seeing that it was somewhat covered, and then it wasn't really covered though enough, and then that laid the groundwork for this to happen again over and over and over again daily, to the point where, I mean, they're not covering it. They haven't been covering anything as much as they should, but this is like, I mean, it's crazy. I wake up and see the reports and it's like just hundreds of people being gunned down, and the few whistleblowers that are coming out, which, I mean, former US contractors and the IDF soldiers that are all like, yeah, this is what's happening. But, the world is doing nothing. I don't know. It's I don't know what you could even say about it other than we're witnessing this live, and I don't know.
And like I wasn't even there, like I am only hearing the stories from people and everything. But we just mentioned the flower massacre that happened in Gaza, right?
Yeah, in the in Feb.
Like yeah, my friends, they were there, like Hussein and Hosni. They were there, the ones that I am fundraising for tonight. And they lost their cousin. He was killed that night. And Hosni was injured on that day. So, yeah, so it just, they witnessed all this kind of stuff and all of these horrors. And, they are still pushing and they're still trying to survive. And it feels like I need to do something. I need to help them out. I need to like ease this pain somehow. Just I don't know. I'm just trying.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing, so you are doing and have done so much good, and even just in your poetry, um, describing what that means from the perspective of someone who just watched their neighbor go to the sites and not return, um, or like you're talking about knowing people and wanting to help people that were at the flower massacre. Um, I mean, you're doing a lot of good, and you've done a lot of good, and I think that's as hard as it may feel to want to do more. I think we all feel that, but um, we can only do what we can contribute. I think like everyone that's watching right now, or everyone that's seen your work, uh, feels the same, that we want to do more to help, and that we're trying. Like the forces are just so strong, though. The fact that Israel can keep this blockade up, knowing with everybody knowing what's happening at these aid sites. Um, it's tragic, but it's also just so anger inducing, and so uh, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I hope some,
There is no word.
yeah, no words, but people getting to witness your work about it, I think will give them at least some piece of the perspective that they're not getting from the little coverage that they're even seeing of the massacres. Um, so yeah, just know that you're helping a lot of people. You've done very good work, and I want and hope more people get to see it. Um,
Inshallah. Together, hopefully.
yeah, we're almost at the goal. Looks like we are at
Really?
7,091. So
Seven.
400 away,
Okay,
chat.
yeah.
If anyone's in the chat and wants to contribute. And yeah, I mean, what can people? I mean, if you had to give an appeal to anyone, what can people do? The people in the chat right now that would be most helpful, um, aside from contributing to the fundraiser, which they should do, and I think they're going to.
Well, I'm trying to build, my Discord community and trying to do these projects like the ebook and the documentary. And hopefully these projects will also help a lot of families. Like I am aiming to sell the book and the funds that is being and I think the money that's being from the what is this called? Like I am starting to forget words. Sorry. Um, like the money from selling the book, it will go to some families. Uh, I promised, as I promised before, I promised a lot of people. I thought that I have the power to help them, and I think I failed this promise. But yeah, I want to help my aunties as well. They have their campaigns on my link tree, so I thought now I will start dedicating this more to the families, like in smaller goals, like this goal that I did right now for my friends is 7.5, and I think I will start doing another one for my aunties. So the project that I'm working on would also help with this. So and would also help contribute to my sisters if we are to get evacuated. But I'm trying to get my voice out there. I'm trying to grow my platforms, and if I got the attention and traction, this will help me lay down with like I don't know, like get in touch with some organizations or like NGOs or like something that can support the families that I know, or like start a contribution here or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to amplify my voice, work on the project, and all are welcome to join our Discord community and help on these projects. We also need volunteers to run multiple social media platforms. Like now, I have been advised to get on each platform. Like I have now a Tumblr, a Substack, a Blue Sky, a Twitter, a YouTube channel, an Instagram for the film, Twitter, TikTok, a Facebook page. Like I am almost on everything, and people are helping with this, and it is all on my link tree. I think Noah just dropped it in the chat. So yeah, feel free to follow and join our Discord community and contribute to the people. And I was also thinking maybe I can start also another like project, which it is going to be called Direct from Gaza. So I will need people to translate, because like I know that I can translate it myself by myself, but it is so time consuming. So if there's people who are fluent in more Arabic and English, it can help with this project, because like a lot of families around me like started to notice what I am doing on social media, and they came to me asking for help. Like even now, like the whole neighborhood is asking me to fundraise for like getting a turbine, like the thing that they get water from the ground. They need to dig like I think 50 meters or like 60 meters to get into. I can't remember what is the word in English, but it's like the water in the belly of the earth. What is the word for this?
Like
المياه
a
الجوفية.
well, a
You know
ground
what I mean?
well,
Yeah, I think ground well, yeah.
something like
So we
that.
need to and get a turbine so we can like lift water. And I told him that I have a lot of projects and I have a lot of families. So and I'm only one person. And to be honest, like you are the only one who helps with fundraising. Like I do on TikTok and Instagram, but like I don't have much luck on that. So this is why I'm trying again. Like I told you, like I started 2 weeks ago to get in touch with another influencers who can help like raising funds, because like people in my neighborhood started to come to me to help them. And to be honest, I can't say no to them. So I say inshallah, and hopefully I will put you on my list, but I don't know when their turn is going to come. So I don't know. Just tune in, try to help as much as you can. Join the Discord community and talk with me, talk with the people there, and maybe we can figure this out with together.
Wait, one sec. Yeah, I think we can. And just so you know, we hit the goal, and we just went over
Really?
it by 200. It's 300, 7,792. So,
Wonderful. Thank
amazing
you.
work, chat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so much.
somebody said try to get him in touch with Hassan. I did talk to Hassan, and if you want, he said he's down to have you on, um, whenever. So I
Okay,
can,
that's amazing.
yeah, I'll get you guys in contact, and because yeah, I think that would be really cool. He has a lot more viewers than
Yeah,
I.
and it will help with my next goal, like the next family or project that I'm going to help.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you so much, Chad, and Noah, of course, for like giving us a platform and like help raising these funds. I am speechless, to be honest,
Yeah,
and I
dude.
will always and forever be grateful for you and everyone who has ever donated or helped or like cheered for me.
Yeah, we did it. Good job, everybody. But we'll keep going too. I know that people want to support. People also want to hear the Jin story if you want to share it.
Still,
I
okay,
think so. I saw some messages about it. Could be a
okay.
good way to end something a little spookier.
Okay, so do you know the state in Sudan that is called Port Sudan? It is the one on the Red Sea. Have you heard of it? It's a
Mm-mm.
city, like a big city. Okay, they have an airport and a seaport there. This is why it is called Port Sudan. Like it is like Sudan has a port, like Port Sudan.
Okay, yeah, port.
Anyways,
Got it.
uh, and this city, it is like famous that it has a lot of jinn and demons and stuff like this. It is also in, I think, in our stories, I think back to our ancestors and even religion, I think, like most jinns and demons live nearby the sea. And since like there's nearby a sea, this is why there's a lot of jinn there. So they say that cats there, like they can talk and they can walk like on their legs, and they can like even grab things, like they can, their boss can like stretch into a hand and can like grab things. So yeah, people can get really scared from being there, and it is advised to not disturb any cats on the street. Like there's like a lot of cats, and you can like shoo at anyone or like get them to get away or like anything. So I went with my friends like from college, like on a small trip, like it was for 3 to 4 days by bus. Like it is 14 hours, like or like 12 hours by bus from Khartoum, the capital. And I went with my three friends from college. I would think I was on my third year, so I was almost 20 or like 21. And when we went there, we didn't find a place like a cheap one because like we didn't have a lot of money on us, so we didn't find a flat we can afford like for 3 to 4 days. And then one of our friends remembered that he has a relative here, like a cousin, like a far cousin or something. He has a home and maybe he has like a flat that might be empty and we can go and check it. And when he gave him a call, he said that it is empty and you can stay there. So we went there and it was like a flat underground. It is so weird. Like it is like in a flat in a basement or like something like this. And when we went there, there was like two rooms, a bathroom, a small kitchen, and a hall. And the big room, it was like really, 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 really big. Like when I remember when I walked in, like I can't even see the end of it.
Oh,
And
that's
maybe
too
that
way
was
too
just a
big.
feeling, but
That's way too big.
yeah, I don't know. It's just a feeling because like it was really dark and there was no lighting or anything. And when we went there, he said like you can use everything around the house and you can go anywhere except this room. Like you are not allowed to enter this room at under any circumstances. And there was like a key in the keyhole. So we told him like you should like lock it and take the key so no one should like go enter like out of like accident or coincidence or whatever. He said no, keep it open, keep the the key in the keyhole, and don't you dare to go inside. Like never ever under any circumstances. We said okay, it's fine. Like my friends, I don't like cold, and there was like an air conditioner in the hall, and they used to have it like at low degrees, and I don't like sleeping in that atmosphere, like in that weather. So they used to sleep in the hall, all of them, and I used to sleep in the bedroom alone. And that night we were like, we decided that we should go on a trip to the sea and having barbecue. So I was like staying up late preparing for the barbecue because like my friends don't know how to cook, obviously. So I stayed up by myself, and when I finished, I went to the bed, and uh, like my friends are foolish and like they're like fooling around and playing around. So like how friends are. So in the movies you see how they put cream or like toothpaste on your face when you sleep or something like this. So when I went to bed
Pranksters.
and when I started to settle in bed, I felt like someone is breathing in front of my face, but I was like a little bit sleepy. So I said, okay, maybe he's one of my friends. So I shushed with my hands, like I waved with my hands to like get him away, but there was nothing there. So I woke up and went to the hall. I saw that all three of them are asleep. And I was like, okay. And then I went back and the same thing happened again. And this time, like I had a quick reaction. Like I opened my eyes immediately to see who's the one who's breathing in front of my face. And then I heard like, what is that called? Like feet stomping on the ground, like really fast so they can like
Like scurrying
get
away.
running or something. And so I went like really fast behind the
You chased
footsteps,
it.
like the sound, and there was nothing. And then I looked to the room. It was like the door wasn't like fully closed, and I remember that I closed it before like I go to bed. And then to be honest, like I am talking with this, and I feel I got scared now. Like I feel like my hair is like getting straight. This is when I get anxious. It happens. So yeah, I saw the room. It was open, and then I got so fucking scared. Like I went running to bed, and I opened Quran. Like I put Quran on speakers because like we have this surah or like this verses of Quran. They said like they turn away demons and jinn. So I put it on in the speakers, and they weren't like crowding in my bed. And like I opened all the lights, and I kept looking towards the door, and I went like I stayed like this until I fell asleep, and then they woke me up, my friends, in the morning, and I told them that it wasn't funny what you did yesterday, And they said, what are you talking about? Like, I need more confirmation. Like, I was hoping to say that we were playing with you and you got scared easily and stuff like that. But when I told them, they they were shocked. Like, they were surprised, and they're like, I have seen, like, I could see on their faces, like they didn't do it. And then they all got scared with me, obviously. And then we decided not to go back to the house, and we stayed like a night out on the seashore, I believe. We didn't, but then we got so tired, and by dawn I think we went back, and we were like talking what we should do. And the only thing that we came up with, because like we have two of our friends that they weren't like practicing prayer, so they said that they will wake up to do Fajr prayer. It is around 4 or like 5 a.m. So they put their alarm to get awakened on the time, and I did sleep with them in the whole this time. So I remember me waking up on the sound of the alarm, because like I don't sleep like very deeply. And my friend, his name is Mahmoud al-Shazali, and I was like, we call him Shazali. So I was like, Shazali, go wake up, go and pray. And he was like, in a minute, in a minute. So I told him, just turn off the alarm. He said, okay. So he pressed on the button, and then he went to bed, and then the alarm went on again. So he did turn off the alarm, and then the alarm went on for a third time. It was okay for me, like it was like for the third time, and it was off after that. But then in the morning, when he when he wakes up, he was like having this glare on his face, and he was like staring at the door of the room, and he was asking me to make another confirmation about what happened with me, like similar to what happened with me another night. He was like, how many times did you hear the alarm went on? I told him like 3 times. He was like, are you sure 3 times or 2 times? I told him like 3 times. He said like the first time I turned off the alarm, but the second time I couldn't do it. So it was like one of those old movies. Like, so he got the battery out from the phone, so the battery was away,
Oh
and the phone
wow.
that has no battery. And then the phone was like, for the third time, he like the alarm was turned on. So yeah, it was was really weird. And there's another incident when we said these stories to our friends in Barcelona that they live there. One of them, he was like acting so brave and so masculine and so manly. He said like, I don't scared of these things, and he said like, let's go to the flat and open the door and see what's inside this room. And obviously I said, I'm fine with it, let's do it. Me and one of my other friends, we weren't like, we were scared but not that scared, and since he said he can deal with it. So he came with us to the flat, and we were sitting in the hall on the chairs. And one of my friends, he was like a bodybuilder or something, so he had dumbbells with him. And like the dumbbells are really heavy, like even if there's like a strong wind, it won't like move from its place.
Oh yeah,
And
they're
I think that the weight that was on the dumbbell, like almost five on each, and the dumbbell itself was like it's 15 or like 10, so almost 20 to 25 kilograms. So the friend from Borsudan, who was like acting so brave, he was sitting next to the exit door, and he was saying, let's go and go into the room, and we can see what's inside. There's nothing such, there's no such thing as yin and everything. And the dumbbell was under the table next to him. So the dumbbell moved from under the table until it hits the chair, and then it went back from the chair to its first position under the table. He opened the door and he went running to the street. And when
that happened in
I
front of
say these
you,
stories
in front
out,
of you guys. Like he watched it go out, or he heard
yeah,
it.
I
Oh
did.
my
I am
god.
the only one who saw it besides him.
What? That
Yeah,
that the
it
Jin
seems.
was just talking directly to your friend. He was saying, "Oh yeah, you're a tough guy. You're a tough guy. Watch this." Boom. Like that's
I think.
crazy.
Yeah, it was so weird, but it made me believe, like I didn't make these stories, and I don't know, like I was fine with the first and two and second story. Like maybe my friend was half asleep, and maybe but like the double thing, that was another level.
There's no way it could have been somebody with a string Pulling a prank?
Yeah, but there
No.
was none, like nothing. We went and checked and everything, you know.
Oh, damn. This is the second time I've talked to someone in the last week that's telling me about a ghost story that I believe, and I've always been a ghost hater or a non-believer really, but over the
Well, I
last
said it's a
year,
gin, not a ghost. There's a difference.
oh yeah, it's more of a spirit then.
No, actually, jinn is not a spirit. They have a spirit, but it is not like a spirit. They have their realm, like same as ours. Like they are living with us in the world, and they have their own world, like a multiverse. I think, like similar
Like
multiverse,
Spider-Man.
and they can walk between these multiverse. And I think it was on Miss Marvel as well. Like they can walk between these universes, between this the universe. And I think they went to the Jin realm once on the series. I can't remember, but you can watch it and like maybe rate it. I don't know, but yeah, they can walk. But if they want to exist in our world, like they need to take a human form or like an object or animal form. And when they are in that, they are at the weakest point of their powers and everything. So if they are in human form and you kick their ass, you can evenly kick their ass, because like they take the power and features of the object they take form of, you know. So if they are an animal, they take the power of that animal that they are in this form of. So yeah, but yeah, it is I don't know, I think it is fantastic, and I would love to learn about it. Like I used to want to read the books about witches and jinn, stuff like this, and how you can conjure a jinn. Like there's some books about this, and you can even talk to them, because like there's some evil uh, we call them sheikh, but it's not like an Islamic sheikh, because you have heard the term sheikh, right? Yeah, so there's like some evil sheikhs who can control the jinn, and they can ask them to do whatever, and they harm people on their behalf. And it is forbidden in our religion to ask jinn to do such stuff, and you know. But yeah, it does exist, and you can talk with them and everything. And even now, I believe like there's some jinn in my room, or like your room, listening to whatever that we are saying about them. So yeah.
Well, I hope he stays away. Please stay
Yeah.
away, or at least takes the form of a cute cat and then goes away or something. It sounds like the scurrying animal might have been a cat in the dark room, but damn. Dang, okay. Well, thank you for sharing that story. Very spooky
Of
stuff.
course.
Chat, did you like that? Are you properly spooked? I think they seem to be.
Someone said, "What is a sheikh?" Can you explain what is a sheikh in English?
Can I? It's like
Yeah.
a it's like a spiritual leader, but also in a local sense, like a communal spiritual leader.
Yeah, but it's not like a priest, so we don't have like a medium between us and Allah. Like sheikh is only to advise people to do what's right, but like he's not the one we turn to talk to Allah. We can talk to Allah by ourselves. So yeah, he's just like giving advice, because like he has more knowledge than the rest of us about religion and Islam. Have we been streaming for like 3 hours, or
Yeah, just about. What time is it? Is it 1 a.m.?
it is? Yeah, it is 1 a.m.
Whoa, dang. How you feeling? Is it still hot in there?
It is so hot. Like I
Mm.
am melting, and this is my fan.
That's your fan. Yeah, I
Like
saw.
this plastic tray.
Very resourceful. Hope it cools down some
Yeah.
more. I saw it's supposed to be a little cooler tomorrow, but um,
Someone asked me if I like Shrek 2. I watched, I think, Shrek 1, but I didn't uh, see the other ones. These are Disney movies, right?
I think
I think I like,
DreamWorks. Yeah, same. Yeah, same thing basically.
yeah, I think I like Lilo and Stitch, because like sci-fi, obviously.
Oh yeah, true. Shrek's kind of like sci-fi, more fantasy, I guess. Shrek 2 is really good.
Which one? Shrek?
Shrek,
Mm.
medieval fantasy.
Someone said we hit 8K. Is that
Dang.
for real?
I think so.
Well, I was gonna tell you to stop the stream, but since people are still donating, maybe I can say for a little bit since it's being helpful so far. Do you want to take a like? Do you want to get off the screen? Maybe like
I
grab something to eat.
I probably gotta hop off in a little bit, but yeah, if people are still donating, we can keep it going.
Yeah, for like 5-10 minutes. I don't mind.
Yeah,
And you
sounds
also
good.
need like to go and eat something because like I started to feel really hungry. Although it's not advised to eat something at 1 a.m.
Right.
Maybe I will sleep hungry. I don't know. Someone said it is $8,015.
Yeah, when I
Well, this is
refresh it, it
amazing.
does like a when I refresh the thing on the stream, it ticks up like a what is it called? Like a slot machine or like a gambling thing. The number goes.
Ah,
It's kind of fun.
yeah. But how did you do that? Like, how did you link the little box to the Shaft campaign?
In the software I use, there's something called a browser source, and you can just add it as a layer to the like OBS scene, which is the program, and
Mm.
and then there's just a button you can press to refresh the source. Like it's like you whatever the website is, you take that link and you put it in, and then it'll like where that little thing is in the corner, that's like a cutout from the full web page. I just like cropped it in so it just shows that part, and then that
Ah,
it's on there and it like live feeds. So when I press this button, it like refreshes the source. And
so it refreshes the page, not just the count number. Like,
yeah, the whole page. And
mm,
it's kind of I used it a bunch during the. I think there's a way to set it to automatically refresh. I don't know how to do that, but yeah, it worked. It was helpful for the Unreal stream we did. It was very I would
yeah, that
sometimes
was a very successful one, to be honest.
yeah I
Like,
had to
I was
press the
so
button
hard to be on that.
bunch of times to refresh it because people kept donating. And sometimes, if I was supposed to spin the wheel and do like 100 push-ups or whatever, I would just forget to refresh the stream and then be like, "Oh no, it was 20,000 we just made, so we gotta. I'm not gonna do those push-ups, you know."
Yeah, someone said, "Did I watch Witchmaster? Did you watch that? It's about Jin. I can't remember if I did watch it or not,
It's
to be
called
honest."
Witchmaster.
Yeah,
I have not seen that. I don't think. Is it good? Have you seen
I
it?
don't know.
Oh,
I can't remember. Like, if you can bring me what is it called? Like the oh my god, I keep forgetting the words. The thing that like billboards about the
oh, the like
films. What is it
poster
called? The
trailer.
cover or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. What
yeah,
is it called?
trailer
Witch
cover. Like,
Master?
yeah, I
I
think
can't. I don't
Witchmaster.
see it.
They said it's about Jin.
Mm.
Is it the new one with like the actress, the fat one? I can't remember. Like,
Jin.
I can't remember her name, but she's hilarious. Like, she has the Thief Identity movie and Spy.
Mm.
What is her name? I can't remember, but she's hilarious.
I have no idea.
Well, if you search Spy movie and Thief Identity, you will know which actors that I am talking about. And so, do you have multiple screens so you can be on one and like fooling around on another one? Uh huh. Yes, yes, she's hilarious. I love her so much. Do you love her movies? Do you watch fun like comedy? Mm. But you should watch Spy if you didn't, and Identity Thief. Jason is the another comedy actor with her on Spy or like yeah, yeah, I love him so much. Yeah, he's hilarious as well. He did he did this role in what is the word? Oh my God, I forgot the name.
It's a show or movie or a movie.
Yeah, it's a series from 10 episodes only. It is about also something that's similar to Gen. Like there's this entity that it takes shapes of people who scratch them, like taking their DNA and then turn into them.
Yeah.
And he made the character who take it into form. I think it was the outsider or like something like this. I think I
Mm.
think it was the outsider. Yeah,
Outsiders.
yeah. It is really good. If this is the name, if this is the right name, let me
Oh
look that up as well.
yeah, I remember seeing something about this. It looks really
I liked it.
spooky.
Yes, yeah. Uh, I think that's it. Yeah, yeah. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is also connected to Islam. Actually, I remember that I made like, what do they call this? Like reviews about each episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I never posted them because like they banned my TikTok account, and then I never posted them on the new one. But I think I still have them. I should like post them at some point
Yeah.
because the community and the way they were interacting and some of the morals there and how people act when they sense danger and when they want to help each other and yeah, it felt like something that deserves to be reviewed and talk about it.
Do you ever use Letterbox? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, someone suggested that for me, and I got it on my phone, and then I had no space, so I deleted it without even using it. But yeah, I think it is on my to-do list when I get out of here, like when the home chores and like trying to secure resources and stuff like that are a little bit slower, like less. Maybe I can have the time to check that out and maybe add some reviews to it.
Yeah, I feel like people would want to hear your takes on and your ratings on the movies because that's always fun seeing
Yeah, I
people.
did. I did a bunch of them to be honest on my TikTok, and I think I still have some on Instagram and TikTok, but they weren't so popular back then. And then I stopped because like I didn't have the time to watch movies and give reviews about them. But yeah, I would love to do that.
How like big did you get on TikTok before it was deleted? Because that was your first main platform, right?
Yeah, well, the first platform I had, like it was only I started with like 60 followers, and then it grew when it grew up to 1K or like 2K. I had this hit video, and I used to have like 200 to 300 people per day. So from 2K it went straight to 7.5, and then they banned it. And then I started another one, and it was really quick. I hit like 10K fast, and then I had another like big what is the word for it? I forgot. Another big video. Like I had a lot of views, like more than 200, like 300 views on it. 200K, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
300K views. And then from 10K, I used to have like 500 people per day, or like 500 to 700 people per day. So it started from 10K, it reached almost 17, 18, and at that time they banned it again. So if it didn't get banned, maybe I would have like reached 30K, 40K. It's not that big, but still it like had a huge like impact on my campaign. Like I think in 1 week uh my campaign added 10K in 1 week only. So it was really, really
And that was
good.
all
Like
from
when I
TikTok.
never, yeah,
Yeah,
from TikTok.
man. And did they? I mean, I know people get banned all the time for posting about Palestine in any way, but did they give you a reason, or they just banned you?
Yeah, well, they said that obviously I violated community guidelines, but there's like sub topics within community guidelines. But the last time when they banned me, they said that I violated community guidelines in general. Like they didn't give a specific reason. They said that I just violated them,
We don't
and
want
I
you.
did try my best. Huh? What?
They just said we don't want you on here. Get out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, but I did try hard to get it back. Like I did contact the support team and I found several emails. I did contact them. I even got a reply from them on email, but also it was not like they said that they can't change it, they can't undo it. So yeah,
And have you gone back on TikTok at all, or it's just you keep getting banned, so it's not worth it?
I did because it was like the only platform I knew back then, and I had another account that it reached. I think 10K. I now have almost 10K point five, which is like for 500 that I used to have in one day. The 500 I had over like I think 10 months or like 11 months. So it was a hustle. But then I stopped posting there because like I didn't get any other views after the last update of the algorithm of TikTok because like they banned everything. And I used to talk about Sudan, about Congo, about Palestine, about Gaza. You know, like I didn't leave any topic from the things that I knew, and that was like a big trigger for a lot of stuff. And even I think I got banned once. Like some of my boys got flagged because like I talked about one of my friends who was helping me out. They lost their cat, I believe, due to cancer, and they were struggling with money and stuff like this. And I think they paid almost 2K for like treatment for cancer, and then the cat died. And they used to campaign for me back then. They used to campaign for me each week. Like they are a drag queen, and they used to do like around like a song. They dedicate a song for me, and people donate. I think they are the biggest donor for me. I think they gave almost 1.5 to 2K to me. That was like the biggest donation I ever received. So yeah, and when I shared a video about them, like about to support them and asking people to go to their shows and stuff like this, and then I got flagged because like they said that this is also violated community guidelines, that I am asking or like directing people to some content and asking for their money, stuff like this. I didn't understand fully, to be honest, like, but it was like something about money. It was so weird.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, seems like Instagram has been. Did you ever get like banned on Instagram or anything like that?
In the beginning, I had some videos taken off in Instagram. I also they questioned my identity multiple of times. At the end, I had to like do this video when you take like a whole video of yourself, like your face 180 degree, like move to the left, move to the side, up and down. And now they have like my face features and identity. Yeah, but it's still like they banned sometimes my comments, like they flag them whenever I comment too long or like multiple comments on like some people who have the same content as I when I talk about Gaza. Yeah, but recently I haven't been able to like actually post much or like make a lot of content. But yeah, I'm trying to get back to the scenes. I am now having a lot of people helping me out with this and taking over my platforms. But it still is all inspired, and I am making content as well. But at the same time, I'm not struggling with posting it, editing it, adding translation, adding designs to it, and stuff like this. So yeah, so this gets us back to like you should join the Discord community. Everyone who's watching, to help with these projects and these things, and to help grow my platform, so we can be able to help more families and more people and more causes. And I think I will let you go now. It is almost 1:20 a.m. So you should go and eat something because you didn't have anything yet.
Oh yeah, I gotta eat nothing but ice cream. Yeah, I dropped the link
Yeah.
tree in the chat, so people, if you're in here, join the Discord, help out. We reached the goal, 8,000. So thank you
Yeah.
all so much for contributing. Whoever donated $4,000, somebody in the chat said that that's your new biggest donation. So, and that's
Someone
crazy.
donated 4,000
Yeah, at
by
the start.
himself. Wow.
Yeah, they donated $4,000.
Wow.
That's how we got to that's just they donated $4,000. So but that's
Wow.
crazy. I don't know who it was. I wonder if we
Thank
can
you.
see. But yeah, thank you to whoever did that, and thank you for coming on. I'm glad we could do this, and I'm sure we can do it again. And yeah, you'll be on Hassan's stream too. Wait, I was
Okay.
muted.
Great.
Was I muted, chat? I totally was. But yeah, I was just saying thank you all. And yeah, thank you for coming on. That was really good. Hope you can get some sleep.
Thank you. And go and eat something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shad, and bye. And take care, Noah.
Bye. See you everybody.